Just keep it on. Yeah. Why don't you rinse it out and squeeze it? I'm going to fill up a lot of the buckets. Yeah. This way. Yeah, because, let's always have a rug. Yeah. Oh, we got to get ahead of it. I'll rinse it and squeeze it. You can start doing that.
We're going to go like in, we'll take some of the small ones. We're going to cut those open pretty early.
Okay. Okay. That's got a new shirt.
Woo! And that is the surprise.
What?
And that is the surprise.
Oh yeah! Beautiful. Sunny day in Markendale. Yeah. It's up there to us.
They are available on RuggyCloset.com.
Are they?
They are. RuggyCloset.com.
RuggyCloset.com.
I'm actually, I was hoping you guys hadn't been watching the YouTube channel. It comes right up now.
Oh!
Right up. That shirt's right there.
Yeah. It's funny. What is it called? Ruggy's Closet?
.com.
RuggyCloset.com. Yeah, this one we can do right away. I'm going to make some bio break. I'm going to make some stuff so this way we have it like right away on
RuggyCloset.com.
beautiful
Juan hasn't seen it either.
This shirt? Oh, yeah. Beautiful sunny day in Farmington. Oh, yeah. I want one. I gotta go to Ruggy.com.
Yeah, buy it. Oh, this happened.
I gotta go to Ruggy.com. That's that. That's good. These will be bio break. I don't want your life. I don't want.
All right, everybody, we're going to get started in a few minutes. Just let me know if you can hear me. We're testing out a new microphone today.
Oh yeah.
All right, looks like the microphone is working. We're going to get started in a little bit as soon as a few more join in, but thank you all very much for tuning in. And we are ATC Rug Washing and Specialty Cleaning Services. We're coming at you live from New York. We are on Long Island, and it is a beautiful sunny day here in Farmingdale, New York. Leslie, good morning. And Kapoki, hello. Thank you for tuning in.
Face facts.
So we actually cleaned a rug already this morning, and now we are finishing up this tufted rug here. Now this rug had quite a bit of urine on it. Now what you're seeing there is not urine; it's actually a little bit of the latex in the rug coming out of the rug. Now typically when we clean these types of rugs, if there is no urine, we usually avoid washing them because it does start to slowly break down the rug a little bit. But when there is urine on the rug, the only way to get this rug back into a usable condition is to wash it. Now, you're going to see if right where Joe was rolling it up there, there's a little bit of like that back. Looks like it's separating from the front a little bit. Now, we'll glue that after the rug is dry. But that is exactly what I'm talking about. So we don't want to, we want to do what's right for every rug that we clean. And again, when a rug has this much pet urine on it, the only way to actually remove it is to wash the rug. Marie, what do you use to remove pet stains? We use a handful of different things. A lot of that has to do with the type of rug we're cleaning. So on synthetic rugs, you can get away with using a lot. For the most part, on synthetic rugs, urine will come out just from really thoroughly rinsing it and just kind of removing that urine because it never really absorbs into the rug. And Joe, let's do this one sideways.
This one?
We'll roll it over. This one has urine, yeah. So like this rug you're seeing here, this is actually an example. This is a synthetic rug. So there's right down here you can see a little bit of urine. There's a couple spots up there maybe. Just leave it there for a sec. Wait for Jason to come back. But the urine on a synthetic rug is just kind of sitting there.
This is dirty or pet treatment?
Pet treatment.
Pet treatment, and it's synthetic or
Synthetic, yeah.
Synthetic. All right.
But anyway, so the urine is just kind of sitting on this.
Oh, we got to set the machine.
And just by cleaning it, a lot of that urine is just going to remove it. It's going to take the stain out with it. On wool rugs, a little trickier. We have to go very, very slow, very low, because a lot of the cleaning solutions we'll use to take out the pet urine or the staining can take color out as well. So unfortunately, on a lot of wool rugs, we don't want to replace the urine stain with our own stain that we've now made, and we have to have a discussion with our customer to see how far they want us to go. Now on viscose rugs, very similar to wool rugs, to synthetic rugs, that urine is basically sitting in that viscose fiber, but that viscose fiber reacts very similar to cotton. And if you imagine if you had urine on a cotton ball and you dipped it in water and kept squeezing, and a lot of that urine would come out. Very similar process.
Got it?
Sad, hello. Now, for most of the rugs we clean, and you're going to see a lot of this today, the first step in our cleaning process is to give the rug a pre-scrub and rinsed. And that allows us to get out any loose dirt and any loose urine, in this case, out of the rug. And it also allows us to remove any soap that our customer may have left behind on the rug, because we don't want our cleaning solution to interact with our customer's cleaning solution.
I love a will. Put another instant message on that monitor. I love a will.
They do like to have a good time here on these lives. By the way, today you're going to be watching Joe over here. You're going to be watching Anthony, and you're going to be seeing Jason as well, running the centrifuge, helping hang the rugs. And my name is Pat.
Put another instant message on that monitor. Love a will.
And you actually can see the urine is really starting to come out of here already. It's much lighter already. And we haven't even started cleaning the rug yet. I saw a bunch of people jumping in. So we're coming at you live from New York. B&S Woodcraft, it actually is. So it is, the power source is these two outlets we have on the ceiling that hang down. We just move it over there a little bit to get it out of the way. And these machines are rated to be around quite a bit of water. They're meant for wet floor work. But the actual outlets are way above the washroom. So now, we are an active rug shop here, and we clean rugs for actual customers. We never make any rugs dirty on purpose, so you're going to see quite a bit of rugs on our channel that have urine. You're going to see a lot of wool rugs, a lot of viscose rugs, and just regular lived-on dirt. about that. Is viscose plastic? No, viscose is a plant material, and it's very similar. It behaves very similar to a cross between cotton and paper, and it actually poses quite a few challenges when cleaning. Now, in our washing facility here, it's a little bit easier to clean viscose rugs when you use a lot of moisture and a lot of soap, because that soap acts as a lubricant. The biggest problem you have when you try to clean a viscose rug yourself or you clean it in your house is if you don't use enough moisture, you can, imagine if you had a piece of paper and you lightly wet it and then you scrubbed it, or even a cotton ball, it would start to really break down. And that does happen to viscose fiber, especially to a lot of carpet cleaners that try to clean it in their house. Most carpet cleaners will, most carpet cleaners will avoid cleaning viscose materials in a house. Sisal is very similar. It's it's similar in that it's a plant material, but it is very different in its structure. So Sisal will come apart, but it's a much stronger fiber. Now we can't really run any machines on Sisal in general. It starts to open up those fibers, but a little bit different in the way it behaves. Now the other problem we have with viscose is it can permanently bond to itself. It forms an ionic bond, and once that happens, it is impossible to remove. And that's what happens typically when people clean the rug in their house themselves. I'm just going to catch up with some of the questions here. So, average time it takes to clean a rug this size. So typically, rugs take between 10 and 15 to 20 minutes, but rugs with urine take a little bit longer. So you're going to see right now this rug has urine. We're actually going to let that roll off to the side. We're going to let it soak in our pet treatment for a few minutes. We're going to clean a couple other rugs, and then we're going to come back to it. All right, so they're going to rinse the washful, and I'm going to give them the next rugs. Why don't you guys rinse the washful a little bit?
Yep. Honesty, such a lonely world. I squeaked a little bit, huh?
You did. No, I didn't sound that bad. It wasn't that bad.
Squeaked a little. Squeaked a little. There you guys go. Same thing or no?
No, next couple just dirty.
Okay. Yeah.
You got it.
You got it.
Now, Gordo, how much to clean a rug typically? So our prices range between, they're all by the square foot, and they range between $2.50 to $5 per square foot on average. A lot of that has to do with the type of rug you have, so the material that it's made of, and what is actually going on with the rug. So we typically charge more for odor issues. Now you're going to notice we got a couple of rugs in a bag there. We do a lot of restoration work here in our shop. And those rugs were in a house fire, and they have a very strong smoke odor. And they were wet. They came to us wet because they were in, I guess they got wet from putting the fire out. So we've got a mildewy, smoky kind of smell on them. So those we've actually soaked overnight. You can kind of see how much is just kind of coming out of them already. Now, when we do restoration work, we're also cleaning the rug, so it's whatever dirt was on that rug as well. Ben, that's great. If you ever need anything, please let me know. What town are you in, Ben? And we're also live on Facebook as well. Simone, thank you very much. Amy B, thank you. I have an older wool rug. Any tips on cleaning it without all the fuzzy stuff coming out? It's really hard to clean a wool rug at home. You can, the best thing you can really do is just vacuum it really well. And then any kind of spots you have, take like a rag, wet it, wring it out really, really good, and just see how much you can just get off with just using water. Tribulation ready survival. Do you find your job oddly satisfying? Sounds like something I would really like to do. It is not. So we're actually this business is pretty new for us. So our other business, we've been in business since 1978, and we've primarily been an office cleaning company. But during COVID, we realized less and less people were going into their offices, so we better get into their houses. Now, in our old business, well, we're still in that business, but in the office cleaning business, we never really had any kind of like wow effect. We would occasionally do like extra services like carpet cleaning, tile and grout cleaning. The results would be good. But stuff like when we get to clean these rugs, sometimes the before and afters are dramatically different than the other business, and it is satisfying to have that reaction with the customers, definitely. Now, on the flip side, this work is a little bit challenging, especially for larger rugs. They get very heavy. What are my thoughts on a Cymex? I like a Cymex. I've got a couple of orbiters in the shop. On the wash floor right now, we primarily use the CRB, and we use a 175 swing machine, and that just has a regular carpet brush. But the orbital pattern I like a lot. We have two Orbots in the shop here, but I never find just never don't use one on the. I know a lot of rug shops use Cymexes, and they do work really well. I find it's a little clunky though, a bit. I don't love that it's so it's a little constricting the way the with the back wheels on it. But I think if we used it for a while, I'd get pretty used to it. So this is the real deal from any video containing carpet cleaning. Yes. So we on our channel again, we only clean rugs for our actual customers. So you're going to see a lot of regular levels of dirt, normal wear and tear, and a lot of urine. Car wash, power washer, definitely, Mandy, definitely not for a wool rug. You're going to ruin that rug. You can get away with you could wash a synthetic rug yourself at a car wash. Just really you gotta get the rug dry. You're just gonna get mold and mildew, and you really I would say you probably need a solid two hot sunny days. Unless you have a really thin rug, that rug is really gonna be wet for hours. I think we talked about that, man on the moon. What do I think of the rainbows? What rainbows? Joey, tell Keanu Reeves from 47 Ronnie's doing a fantastic job. You do look like him. If you were heavier, you would look like Tom Cruise in Last Samurai. Now, I would say 95% of rugs that we clean, we do clean the front and the back. We get that question sometimes because we do a lot of short videos, and I think people forget that short videos are only 59 seconds long. Simone on Facebook. Okay, so everyone is peeing on the rugs. It's pets. Always pets. Now, the two rugs you're seeing here, these are. There's no urine on them. These are just regular. We're just a regular clean. Actually, I think these actually came from a restoration company, but they were very far away from the underlying issue of why they came in. And again, guys, see a bunch of people coming in and out. We are ATC Rug Washing, especially cleaning services. We're coming at you live from New York. We are on Long Island. It is a beautiful sunny day in Farmingdale, New York. And I am actually wearing our brand new Sunny Day in Farmingdale shirt here. You can see it. Yep. Probably looks better on me than anyone else. But yes, dogs do pee a lot on rugs. Gary, good morning. Rainbow vacuum cleaning system. I have one. It's good to use. Now, guys, any of our well, actually, the guys are wearing our in-house cleaning shirts. Those are not available for sale, but
These.
ruggiescloset.com, you can
Yes.
get this beautiful hat here.
Stand in front of the camera.
Show
I did. They saw it
Oh,
already.
they saw it already?
Oh, they saw it already?
Yeah.
Patty Jr.
I love AOL.
Lalos, thank you.
That's for John Kowalski.
How about this one? John like this one. Ready, John?
Yeah, sing that.
All right, let me Google this rainbow vacuum system here. You guys are good. You guys are good to go on this. Nah, you guys are good on this one. Do me a favor. You can just make sure we power wash the cords on this.
Yeah, gotcha.
All right, so let's see. Rainbow. These these workers are sloppy. They're having fun on that. These Thursday lives. We like to have some fun. All right, rainbow.
Yes, yes, I have. Yes, I have. Yeah.
Remember Indio?
Yeah, we're in the other.
He my brother in India. He goes up and completely.
I did.
He's making it really fine. So he goes there for his heart bomb. So he went to go step out. He went to the right to the left. And he just
Just trying to catch up on some of these. Andy, they do. On these Thursdays, we allow. We like to have a good time on these Thursday Q&As. AWOL, thank you. Yeah, I'm still trying to. I googled rainbow. What am I googling here to find this rainbow system? And again, guys, we are Heather. How do we get pet urine stains out of the carpet? So it's a little challenging to remove them from certain fibers. Now, if you have a synthetic rug, basically just thoroughly rinsing the rug, maybe using a little bit of like an oxygenated cleaner, so maybe like an OxyClean or the biggest problem people have when they clean rugs themselves at home is they tend to not rinse enough, and you leave a ton of whatever you put in to clean the rug in the rug, and then what happens is all that dirt rapidly attracts to the rug, and you get a really dirty spot very quickly. And then that dirt can kind of cause some damage to the rug. So in general, though, just rinsing with water will get a lot of urine out. Now, on a wool rug, it's very difficult to remove it at home by yourself. And basically, you can do a pretty decent job of cleaning a synthetic rug at home if you feel like if you have enough hot weather and you put enough elbow grease in. Rainbow vacuum that comes with a rug attachment. Let me look this up again.
I think, yeah, it might have been like right. You might have been manager right after you left.
I remember, you remember Tim?
Yeah,
Tim Cruz. Bro,
He left the tattoo artist. Tell me,
he read lines. That's why I didn't like him too much. He literally read lines.
Got it. Okay, so it's like a like an at-home Bissell like rug doctor-ish kind of vacuum. That's gonna work okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I just found it. It'll work okay on synthetic rugs, definitely. Jesse, you own a carpet cleaning company in. Where'd you say? Let's see, in North Carolina. Well, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, again, all of the professional equipment we use, any carpet cleaner uses, is just really doing a much better job of rinsing. Stephanie Calendar, what about a silk rug? How do you clean that? We do wash silk rugs. Now, a lot of that has to do with what's going on with the rug. So if you have a pet that's been peeing on a silk rug, we will absolutely wash it. We use very different chemistry on the rugs you're seeing now as opposed to silk rugs. But with the proper chemistry and knowledge, you can wash any kind of rug that anybody makes. Now, would I wash a silk rug if it didn't have urine on it? Probably not. We do a few different methods of cleaning in our shop here for rugs. We do have a couple of truck-mounted systems, so we can steam clean a rug. I would not steam clean a silk rug. But we also we do offer full dry cleaning services as well. So basically the same chemistry when you bring your clothing to a dry cleaner, we use it. It's just our shop here it's all formulated for rugs. Silk rugs respond very well to dry cleaning, but it will not remove urine. So if basically the only thing we can guarantee to get the urine out of a rug is to actually wash the rug. And we do guarantee 100% odor removal. Can you use ammonia on rugs? I see on Facebook some forums talking about this sometimes. I would not put any ammonia on a rug. More, I mean, you can put anything you want on a synthetic rug, but you're going to leave that ammonia in that rug, and it's just going to be sitting there. It's not a chemical I would ever recommend anybody use. Light work. How do we dry our rugs? We're going to show you that in a few minutes. But we use our rug centrifuge, which you see back here. Now, what that machine does is, and sometimes when I do these, we do a couple of live videos every week. We do a couple of CCTV style videos where we just let the camera run. And when you watch a lot of the guys who make like ASMR rug cleaning, they make rugs dirty and then they clean them, and you'll see them really clean them on the wash foot to like almost completion. That's not really the correct way to clean these rugs. So what we're trying to do on the wash floor here is we are trying to get as much dirt out as possible, obviously. But then we want to get the rug, all the dirt in the rug, to the point where we can actually start using our machines to clean the rug. So our rug centrifuge, what it allows us to do is it allows us to much more thoroughly rinse a rug than we can do. Like you see Joe's doing right now. He's using the fire hose. Anthony has the squeegee. That machine emulates this process about 10-15 times per minute. So depending on how dirty the rug is, we rinse the rug for anywhere between 5 to 7 minutes. And then in about 3 minutes of no water in the machine, we actually get these two rugs you see here, they'll get about 95% dry in 3 minutes. And then from there, they go onto one of our drying racks in the other side of our shop. So I'll show you guys. We have those flaps there. That keeps the heat and the humidity down. So on that side, we are aiming for zero humidity, but in reality, all we do all day, we run a couple of commercial dehumidifiers, and we keep it around 80 degrees or so, and at night about 90 degrees, and we get the rugs very dry very quickly. Typically, when we come in the next day, every rug we cleaned on the day before is dry.
How about some fluorescent comments?
Juan, I have a ton of experience cleaning commercial carpet, so any questions you have, please ask away. I've been cleaning commercial, so our business is primarily an office cleaning business, and I've been cleaning 37 now, and the first carpets I ever cleaned, the first time I ever ran this machine, I was 12 years old. So if you got a question about commercial carpet cleaning, please ask away. Orbital machines are great. I love low moisture cleaning. Let's go to that one first, and then we'll go. Yeah, I love low moisture cleaning with orbitals for commercial carpet. I think steam cleaning commercial carpet is a waste of time in a lot of instances, especially unless you're doing a real restorative cleaning. We still will low moisture clean it afterwards. We'll use an acidic product to make sure the amount of wick up that you get from steaming commercial carpet sometimes makes it I've seen companies go back and back and back. They keep steaming the carpet. I don't understand why. You can put them both in there. Yeah. You can take the pipe out of them if you want. You can take the pipe out of them if you want. Yeah, I don't care. Throw them in there. Whatever. All right, guys. Let me catch up on some of these. Let's see. Okay. So you had an ink stain. So Juan, what did you try on the ink stain? Now, typically with ink, you're going to have to use some form of extraction, at least a spotter, in that instance. But typically, blotting with solvent and then rinsing afterward work really well. But if you let me know what product you use, it might be able to help you. Printer ink is very annoying. Typically, though, with ink, we actually Printer ink is very different than like pen ink because it's powder. Um, if you have like a counter rotating brush, do you have like one of these machines here?
They must suspect me just in case. And that's why you put it together.
After going through the process of cleaning the rug, why is the water source still dirty with the final rinse? So, Chiquita, that's a great question. We get this question a lot, but so what we do is we allow our centrifuge to do all the work. So, Chiquita, this question's coming from Facebook, everybody. You see, that is the water we're rinsing with our machine after we clean the rugs. So this machine behind me, this is our rug centrifuge. It allows us to do what they're doing right now, this fire hose and the squeegee, about 10 times per minute. It is extremely thorough. It's actually way more thorough than what they're actually doing on the wash floor. The point of our wash floor here is to get all the dirt suspended to the point where this machine can actually do its job. I hope that answers the question. Enzyme cleaner, and yes, I follow over with an extractor. Okay, so Juan, you're going to change the chemistry a bit to get that out. You're going to need some kind of solvent to remove ink. Regular carpet cleaning soap will not remove ink. Ink is pigment, and the only way to remove it is to use solvent. Frank, I was actually going to say pig will work really well, and Bridgepoint makes a... Actually, Bridgepoint actually makes pig for ink. But Frank, yes, exactly. That will work very well, Juan. Yeah, Juan, you just have to change the chemistry a bit. So you need some kind of solvent to do that. Miss Savage, I only do small rugs I can wash, and I wash through the asthma, and carpet's not recommended for those who have lung issues, for those who know. So, every rug that comes into our building, it goes through a dusting process first. So, unlike a lot of the channels you see on YouTube, who are trying to make rugs, there's a lot of channels who put a lot of like mud and stuff on rugs for ASMR content. No actual cleaner would ever clean those rugs in that condition. So the first thing we do, we remove as much of the dry soil as we possibly can before we start washing the rug. The more mud we make here, the harder our job becomes, and the more likely that we are going to ruin a rug. In general, like if you have a bunch of mud on a rug there's all debris in it, and we start rinsing it and running machines on it, that debris is going to start to mess up the fibers of the rug. So we remove as much dry soil as we can before we start cleaning the rug. We have a couple of ways we do that. I'll show you guys that in a little bit, but during the dusting process, we all wear masks. Our machines are all hooked up to various HEPA filters, stuff like that. Mark Sager does have a bunch of good products. Yeah, Juan, and anytime if you catch our lives, you have any questions about anything, let me know, because I think in the shop right now, I probably have about 90 different carpet cleaning chemicals. Well, that's nice, Jerry. All right, I'm going to catch up to I have a customer giving me a call right now. I'm going to answer this call quick, and I'll get back to you, but let's watch them clean this rug. And I will get to all your questions, everybody. Geotips, thank you for tuning in. Celestial, it is about 10:07 here. Now, I see a bunch of people jumping in and out, so do some introductions again. We've got Jason over here. We've got Anthony here. We've got Joe. My name is Pat. I'm going to take you through our rug cleaning odyssey today. And we are coming at you live from New York. We are on Long Island. And it is a beautiful sunny day
Lovely out there.
in Farmingdale, New York.
It's lovely out
And I've got the shirt to match.
Pat, ask me if I enjoy my job.
You enjoy your job.
I love it!
Loves it. So excited. I cannot entertain. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
I'll do 1 minute because it wasn't as bad.
2 minutes. I can answer one question while
Let's see. Maybe mineral spirits. Mineral spirits might work. How do you get a murder scene from the carpet? So, Michael, I get this question every live. Now, I know you're joking. But we do get, everybody's always asking, maybe it's my accent here, but if we get bodies rolled up in carpets. Now, fun fact, we do a ton of restoration work, but the reason that we would never actually get a legitimate crime scene restoration job is because most insurance companies would opt to replace that item. So that's sort of like a negative air room in the back. Yes, Frank. So we actually moved into that side in May. It's still a work in progress, but it's getting there. So actually, and by the way, Joe is now floating the rug.
This is probably one of Joe's favorite.
This is one of Joey Hose's favorite things to do. What this does is allows us to, so the back of synthetic rugs especially, but all rugs in general, on a synthetic rug, it's almost like a type of plastic. But on wool rugs, the knots are so tight that it makes it very difficult for the water comes through the rug on the front to the back, but the dirt kind of gets trapped right where the knots begin, so kind of in the middle of the rug. Now, when we turn rugs upside down, and you'll see we always turn rugs upside down in our shop, typically with soap on them, we allow gravity to pull that dirt to the front of the rug, and then we use the fire hose under the rug to flush a lot of that away.
Careful, please.
Heather wants to know why Joe stopped singing. You say?
What happened?
Heather wants to know why Joe stopped singing.
Joe's not singing either?
Let's go. Stop.
Oh, what can I say? What do I want to say? Come on.
But anyway, so right now we have this rack here on our non-dry side, and we have a much bigger one on that dry side. This is moving, and in a couple of weeks, this is going to move, and we're actually getting a much bigger wash water. So it's a constant, over the last 3 years since we started this business, it is a constant, constantly improving and building and changing things.
Do it up. Do it up, T. Do it up, T. You devil up.
And thank you all very much for watching. And I see we got a bunch of subscribers already. So thank you all very much for subscribing. We really appreciate it. Now, originally, we started this channel because, well, we knew rug cleaning was becoming popular. But we really wanted a place for our customers to, very quickly. Yeah. We wanted a place for our customers to really, we really started doing this because just to kind of make our customers happy, really just to show them. A lot of people get a kick out of seeing their rug on camera. So we kind of started doing this primarily on Instagram and Facebook, and now we use YouTube as our ground to put every video we can record. And it turns out a lot of you guys like watching, and we really appreciate it. Thank you. Let's see. And again, hello, everybody. And here we go, guys. You got a real treat here. Pat's seeing you. It is always sunny in Farmingdale. He looks like he needs me. I'll be right back.
Just got another 2,000 views.
Where is it? There he is.
Spending my days working hard on the go. The clock keeps spinning too slow. I can't wait to be alone with my baby tonight. J-A-R-R-E-T. Take care. So many people are just Undertaker and King. Undertaker and King.
Woo!
What do you think? Should we do it again?
Almost went down there.
I'm gonna just put this on. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, it's all right.
Okay, let's see. Let me catch up here a little bit. Do we ever have rug smell so bad we had to leave? I'm becoming pretty nose blind to this stuff. The worst smelling stuff for us now, because we're really used to smelling urine. The strongest odor, typically, we get some rugs from restoration companies that have a ton of smoke damage, and those are very aggressive sometimes. Awa, why do wool rugs get so much fibers in the vacuum, and how can you make them last for like a daily use in a living room? So, frequent vacuuming will make your wool rugs last a long time. It's you're always going to get some wool shedding. Now, the type of wool rug you have will be a big part of that. So if you have a tufted wool rug, it's going to shed a lot more. But in general, every rug does its own bit of shedding. Now, Jason just put this rug into the centrifuge, so now let's see what comes out of it a little bit. And Jay, where are you at with this one here? You're towards the end, or? Okay, just started it. So the first thing we want to do in our centrifuge, we're not rinsing it yet.
Senior, how many rugs you do today?
We want to make sure that we try to push out some of the water that's in the rug already. And we want to make sure the actual, what's going on in that machine is we put a rug rolled up, and then the rug actually opens up to the walls of the centrifuge, and that allows us to thoroughly rinse. Once it's open, we can rinse the rug and then dry the rug. Rudy, thank you very much. Anyway, so back to the back to your question. So, wool rugs will always shed. Now, the best way to keep your rug, any rug you have, to last as long as you want as possible, is to vacuum the rug very frequently, more than you think. Technically, this is a fun fact. You are supposed to vacuum your rug for every walking human or pet in your home. So, if you have a family of 4 with 2 dogs, you're supposed to vacuum your rug 6 days a week. Now, is that realistically possible for most people? Probably not. But if you're only vacuuming once a week, maybe you do it 2 or 3 times a week, especially your rugs. Now, the other thing you should be doing for your rugs routinely is every couple of months you should rotate them around. You should put one corner, really just take your rug and turn it around, and that will dramatically increase the life of your rug. All right, so what do we got? We got catching up. I see what do we got here. We've got emergency questions, probably reason number 2. Your live stuff in my feed. P.S. Children murdered parent. Most of my inner circle include myself. Peroxide for lesser blood. Yes, I'm sorry to hear that. And yes, peroxide will work. It will take the color out of things, but it will work on any organic stain. And Takita, thank you very much. And Takita, we do a lot of more content on YouTube. So if you like our videos on Facebook, you're gonna really like our YouTube channel. I think we've got about 1,400 maybe now, 1,500 videos on YouTube. Ooh, and that's a terrible story. Very sorry to hear that. Shawanda, thank you. What's inside the metal tube? Is it a dry? Yes. So that is our rug centrifuge. It allows us to rinse the rugs towards the end of our washing process, and we let that rinsing process do most of the work for us, and then it allows us to get them dry. Been in Canada for 6 years now. Are we hiring? At the moment, we are not. But we actually hired a couple new guys this year. But we definitely are always looking for talented cleaners.
What are you doing?
That's not what I heard.
I don't go down enough. That's not what I said. It's life for you. It's better than this.
All right, so now you're seeing this rug here has been soaking in our pet treatment, and we're basically pushing all of that out now. And then we're actually going to clean the rug and then get it rinsed and dry. And then I think from this rug here, we are going to cut open that bag there. Now we use the, we're not going to be using those the bagging rugs too much longer once we get a bigger wash floor. Now we actually have a marinated system. It's just a little too big and too clunky for the size wash floor we have right now. But in the second week of November, supposed to be, we'll be doubling the size of our wash floor. So it's going to go out to about here, a couple feet this way, and all the way back to the wall here. And again, this is the rug that we were cleaning that had the urine stains on it, and they're pretty much gone already. Did you get a lot of color bleed? So on this particular rug, this is a synthetic rug, so there won't be any color bleed. But in general, some rugs do occasionally bleed. Now, color bleed can be really one of two things. It could be actual color bleed, or it can be a process called crocking. Now, most rugs that quote unquote bleed are actually crocking. And what that means is when they were made, the wool was over dyed, and that extra dye is just dried laying on the rug. And usually the first time we wash a handmade wool rug, it'll have a little bit of color bleed, but that's that loose dye being washed away. It's actually really good for the rug to get that out. It really brings the rug back to life, and that loose dye just kind of quickly like deteriorates and makes the rug look faded. Juan, you can always reach out to us. Again, like I said, at the moment, we're not hiring any more cleaners. We hired 3 new guys this year. But I see your comment. I don't know your name. I can't read the text. But hello very much. And thank you very much for watching. Hello.
That's season 2. The Scatino bus. Yeah. Move it over. There you go. When they run up the June poker game.
Yeah.
Posted. Thank you very much.
There they go.
And you can hear our walkie-talkie system in the background. We've got a pretty full house here today.
Guys want some fresh locks? I got some fresh.
Now, I know we've got a bunch of, we're going to go live again later today as well. And that's going to be more of a CCTV style live video. But we've got 10 soaking wet rugs from a home flood coming in today. And we're going to have to clean all of them. Abdullah, thank you very much. Thank you for watching, and hello. Is this work tough on your back? We try to, yes and no. It used to be when we first started, but we put a lot of different systems in place to let machines do a lot of the work. So our drying racks that you see here, they are all automated. We used to have to lift these rugs by hand, like a ladder system that we had, and that was terrible. Our shag rug type's more difficult. They take longer to clean, and they are very heavy when they get wet. The cleaning principles kind of stay the same, but yes, they can be a little bit. We do charge more for shag rugs because they are a little bit more taxing, and they do take longer. Flood rugs. How do you manage the mold smells? So we use a handful of different. Depends on the type of rug. but the chemistry could change a bit. But we use the first thing we have to do is kill all the mold. So typically when rugs come to us wet, if it's on a wash day, we'll wash them right away. If not, we'll give them a rinse in the centrifuge to pull some of that out, and then we'll get them dry, and then we'll clean them. Really depends on what's going on in the shop, but we will treat them with an antifungal, antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal to kill everything with sufficient. Usually, with whatever the dwell time is, we do it for much longer, and then we actually, when we clean the rugs, we will introduce some of that chemistry into the cleaning process as well again. And once you kill everything, typically the smell dissipates with it. Now, again, guys, if you have any questions, please ask away. My name is Pat. I'm here all day. We're going to be here probably for another 2 to 3 hours, actually, answering any questions you have. We do this every Thursday morning, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. And if you're watching from the U.S., once we expand our wash floor, you will be able to send your rug to us for cleaning. So we are going to make a bunch of videos showing you how. But basically, I think we're going to use UPS, and you'll be able to go to any UPS location, bring your rug, send it to us, clean it, and we'll send it back to you. We'll make your rug YouTube famous. We'll either make a short video or we'll clean it in one of our live videos, and we'll give you a shout out. And again, that should be hopefully sometime early December. Similar to Milgro, yeah. Gets a little trickier sometimes on like cotton rugs and viscose rugs to remove mold because you can start to take the color out. You can start to break the rugs down, and that's where with insurance work, we typically only get rugs that are either synthetic or wool because they can handle the cleaning process. Or basically, we're supposed to be able to bring the rug back to the pre-loss condition. So if we can't do that, then the insurance company will just replace the item. Pat, that's a good question. Was this a one-man business at first, or did you have help the whole time? So we took a few guys from our other business, our office cleaning business. We have we had a couple of guys who work in the day to help out with different things in that business. That's primarily a night business. Now, if you go back to our earlier videos about 2.5, 3 years ago, you will see I cleaned every rug on camera. I probably spent about a year cleaning all the rugs to really make sure that I learned how to clean. I did. Wow. I mean, my God. Jesus. You don't even know what the question is. So that's how I had to clean every rug so I could learn how to clean them, and then we started bringing people in and then it was easier to teach them. Bob, I took my rug to the last Diddy party. Can you clean it? Yes. Send it on over. Yvonne, we are coming at you live from New York. We are on Long Island. It is a beautiful sunny day here in Farmingdale, New York. Abdul, yes, we do use different, a wide variety of cleaning solutions to clean different rug types. Insurance companies, yeah, they can be rough to work with. We do a lot of work for the restoration dry cleaning companies that are here. So when somebody has an issue in their house, let's say you're in a flood, they'll call a regular restoration company, and then a lot of that work gets subbed out different ways. Now, we don't really have when we deal with restoration dry cleaning companies, we actually don't have to deal with the insurance companies directly. They just pay us directly, which is much nicer relationship. All right. So I think this one is going to go into the centrifuge now, and we will get to the next rug. I think we're going to cut these bags open.
Yeah, the 7th.
No, I answered it. By the way, everybody, Mike here, rocking the
That's a nice jacket, actually.
the Ruggies Closet jacket and hat.
I'm serious. We do character view, me, Joe, Pat.
Well, caricature?
Caricature.
All right, so now this rug is going to go into our centrifuge. It will be rinsed very thoroughly, and then it'll get about 90. This is synthetic, pretty thin synthetic rug. We might even get close to 97% dry. Now, once it goes to our drying side to finish, this rug will probably be drying about 2-3 hours. All right, I'm going to grab the next rug.
All right. Yeah. Oh, my God.
You got
You got it.
That's wool?
That's, yeah, I think it is. Treated as wool.
Yeah.
No urine, though.
Oh, excuse me, guys.
Giant Dutch Viking. How did the employees react to the idea of live streaming? It's one thing to have your boss watch you, it's another when 500 people see you work. That's a good question. Nobody that works here seems to mind. But we've always done a lot of video. We started really live streaming consistently about 3-4 months ago, and I actually think they get a kick out of it. We had a couple of live streams recently that got about 600,000 views, 500,000 views. I think they get more excited about it than nervous to be on camera. But everybody's pretty used to being on camera because we've been making videos basically for 3 years. So we've been doing a lot of short form content. All right, so we're going to switch up a little bit really quick. I'm going to get this rug done really quick. There's no urine on it. It's a wool rug. And then we are going to go on over to that bag there.
This is wool, so we go deal with sheet.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to switch up the machine for this rug. The machine you've been seeing us use primarily today, this one here, the CRB, it's a little bit aggressive for other fiber types. We really just use on synthetic rugs.
It broke my heart. Put in the other one.
I'll do a 50-foot rug. I haven't had a 50-footer coming yet, but we will clean any rug size. So we've had actually a lot lately. I've got a couple. Actually, you can see. Let's see. If you look in the distance there, the rug that is rolled up there, that big one next to one, that one's about 28 feet long. We've been getting a bunch in the 20 to 30 foot range lately.
Dirty.
Woo!
Dirty.
And again, guys, our this first step here is just a pre-scrub and rinse. So we're not actually cleaning the rug yet. We are just water and agitation. That's exactly right, Joe.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you for being you.
You know why? You know why Joe got that right?
Because he listens to the lives.
No, listen. You know why?
He's smart. He's smart. Like everybody else is here. I'm smart.
All right, brothers.
Ready? Yep.
Ready.
I'm ready to go. You ready? You ready? Get the bucket. You need a lot of buckets. You need a lot of buckets. 6, 7, 10. You should have been just watching me roll. I didn't see. I heard it. I heard it.
And yes, Juan, exactly. Now the thing is, fun fact: these two in particular, Joe and Anthony, they only help us out. They help out 1 day a week. They come in every Thursday, and they're actually lifelong friends of mine. I know Joe the better part of 30-something years, and I know Anthony for about about the same, about 30. Lake Fire, how much does it cost to clean? So all of our prices, they're by the square foot, and they range, prices range between $2.50 to $5 per square foot, depending on the type of rug you have. and what is going on with your rug. And what I mean by that is any kind of urine or other kind of odor issue, stuff like that.
My son's sister's like, really? Because they put spray for all the kids. Just looks so good. Oh, no. Like, any guy see that we watch? Is he dead? Oh, when did he go? Oh, we watched that. Next time we watch the song, Eddie Guerrero. He's like, Eddie Guerrero's dead. Right down on the kid. I think dog. What did he dog? You're 5 years old. I'll bring up so like, we'll be watching a Royal Rumble, and like, when the guy comes out of like, we're like, all right, now, the guy's in the ring, who's alive? Go down.
And again, you're going to notice that we put the soap on the front of the rug, and we left that soap on there to do the back. The reason we do that is the back of rugs are typically very tightly knotted together. And that allows the water to pass, but a lot of the dirt does not pass through the rug. So, once we scrub the back of the rug, we're actually pushing now the weight of the machine, the scrubbing action. We're pushing that dirt to the front of the rug. And that allows us to get that dirt out. Now, typically, you'll see Joe here, for the most part, he will, on a lot of the rugs we clean, put water under the rug, and you'll see a lot of dirt come out. Thank you for watching, Lico. Now, again, guys, we're coming at you live from New York. We are on Long Island. It's a beautiful, sunny day here in Farmingdale, New York. Now, this is one of our live Q&A style videos. So if you have any questions, ask away. I will do my best to answer every question that you guys asked today. We do a few types of live videos on our channel. Now, this is we do this one every Thursday morning. It's a Q&A AMA. Usually about somewhere between 3 and 4 hours. Really depends on what rugs we have to clean. And then we also do a CCTV style live video. Hello, Liv. And that's where we just let the camera run and we clean. Don't really answer any questions. Comments get a little out of control on those ones sometimes. And then we also do another type of live when we have the opportunity. We call them special edition live videos. And those allow us to showcase a rug that takes much longer to clean. Maybe has a very unique shape, maybe an extra large rug. It's just something unique about a very old rug, stuff like that. Do we clean alpaca rugs? Yes. Yes, we clean all kinds of, any kind of animal hair. We do a handful, we do any kind of pelt anybody would bring in. Basically, if you think it's a rug, we'll clean it. Do a lot of tapestry, stuff that hangs on walls, stuff like that. Leslie, are we going live later today? Most likely. Yes.
What, they don't like us? What? Really? We're not good enough for you, Leslie? We're not good enough for Leslie, guys. You believe this?
Don't worry, I think Leslie loves you.
Huh?
Don't worry, I think Leslie loves you.
I hope so. I hope so.
Alana, does it smell? This rug doesn't have any urine, so not really. Sometimes wool rugs, when we clean them, will have a little bit of a wet dog smell while they're drying, but that dissipates. It's just like an animal as soon as the rug is dry. What is that process going on? Well, we're in the rug cleaning process. So every rug, we clean the front of the rug, we turn the rug over, clean the back of the rug, turn it back over to the front, and then we see where we're at. Maybe we have to clean the front again. If not, we even if you still see some dirt coming out, we put the rug into our centrifuge, and that allows us to very quickly rinse the rug and remove all the dirt and our soap. Evil Lenny, we are located in Farmingdale, New York, where it's a beautiful sunny day here. Jess, hello again. Do you think the rug industry is in decline or actually growing? Laminate flooring seems to be more common than carpets these days. I think the expensive, like, handmade wool rug industry is declining a bit, But with all the hardwood floor and all the laminate flooring being put in, most homes now are putting. You can. Most homes are putting more area rugs in their home than ever. So we basically, the type of rug. There's a lot of designer rugs too. So like we're getting a lot more viscose rugs, a lot of sisal rugs, a lot of different types of rugs, a lot of designer synthetic rugs as well. So we're getting a wide range of the types of rugs. Just be careful where that spot is, guys. It's gonna be really slippery there.
Yeah.
Could ask for a funnel, but whatever. What's the worst? You're in Linden. I live in Lindenhurst, Evil. What is the worst rug you've ever seen? Good question. So we had a rug typically that we would not normally clean. So I mentioned before we do a lot of work for restoration companies, and restoration companies will bring us rugs that are capable of being brought back to pre-loss condition. Now, we had a rug that came to us in a flood, but they did not want to go through the insurance company because the flood was in the garage. So I guess they didn't want for whatever reason, they didn't want to go through insurance. That rug sat wet for about 2 weeks or so, came to us absolutely covered in black and green mold. We were actually able to make the front of the rug and even the back of the rug look really, really nice, but we could not get all of the mold out of the foundation of the rug. That is the worst rug I've ever seen. That's the only rug we've ever had in here that we were not able to clean. Do we wash Persian rugs? Yes, we do. Basically every rug. Liv Jones, do I like my job? I do. And Emily, as soon as they now the power wash is a little loud, but let's see if they can sing a little song for you after. I have a question. Can you clean those one type of rugs that have strings? Not. Which type of rug do you mean, Liv? We clean every type of rug, but I'm just trying to figure out which particular. Are you talking like a shag rug? Like the ones that have the long, like the really thick, like plush rugs? Because yes, we do. We literally clean every type of rug here. Any type of rug, every rug can be washed. Now, do we wash every rug if it's not necessary for the rug? If it's not the right thing for the rug, maybe no. But if a rug has pet urine on it, it can be washed. Like a braided rug? Or like a cotton rug? Yes, we can. We do clean braided rugs. Now, the problem with braided rugs in particular is they're usually made out of a lot of household materials. We get a lot of braided rugs are made out of like t-shirt material. They do tend to bleed more often than other rugs because they're not they're dyed with just typically non-stable dye. We can wash them, but if there's no urine on it, we will typically dry clean them. So the same cleaning method that when you bring your clothes to the dry cleaner, we use the same chemistry here, just a little bit more formulated for rug cleaning in particular. And our setup obviously is better for rugs. In fact, we work with a couple of dry cleaners as well. And when customers bring them rugs with their clothes, they just bring the rugs to us. Worked next to a European carpet supplier in Deer Park. I bought a rug from them. It was a terror because UPS tried to deliver it in the rain. Yeah, UPS can be a little. Well, I don't even know if I blame UPS for that. I would blame more the rug. Whoever sent you the rug really should know that could happen. And that's actually. So we're trying to have anybody in the U.S. send their rugs to us for cleaning, and we're going to make it. We're going to make a bunch of videos that really show the proper way to do that. That way, they can sit outside in the rain without getting damaged. Have we had any magic flying rugs? Not yet.
Not yet.
How do I contact you? I have a huge rug that's been outside for a couple months. Can you clean it? Matthew, we can clean it, but if it's got, depending on the type of rug you have, if it's been outside for a long time it might have moth damage and it might have a live infestation on it, or it could have dry rot. Now, the problem with dry rot or a moth infestation for too long is, they're probably going to break the rug down and it might not be usable anymore. There might be too many holes in it. But if you go to our website, www.atcrugwashing.com, it's the same the name of our channel here, atcrugwashing.com. By the way, guys, we're going to cut open this bag now. atcrugwashing.com and fill out a contact form. Just tell me that, just say Matthew Miller, I was on the live. I have the rug that's been outside for a long time, and I'll remember who it is, and I'll give you a call and we'll go from there.
There we go.
There it is. Let it fly, baby.
Now, typically we use this bag here. We use this for rugs that have have a ton of urine on them. These rugs do not have any urine. They were just in a home fire, and they have a very, very strong smoke odor. Yeah, no urine. I think there's 3 rugs in that bag.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
All right. Let's take out the first one, leave the bag there. We'll go from there.
Yeah, just take this one out, leave it.
Let's do the do the big one. Yeah.
All right, let's put this over here for 1 second. Take this big one out, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Matthew, you're welcome.
No.
It probably smells like flood a little bit because the rug was in a fire, so they wet the rug to put the fire out. So it's got like a wet rug plus smoke kind of thing going on there. A fuzzy cloud rug. I'm going to Google that really quick, Liv. Thomas, I'm sorry. Our response for pricing. So all of our prices range between $2 and they're all by the square foot, ranging between $2.50 to $5 per square foot, and a lot of that has to do with the type of rug you have and really what's going on with your rug.
Oh, yeah.
I want a Persian you can clean. Do you clean Persian rugs? Yes. Actually, our whole process here, this washing process, is actually a modern take on the old world style of washing Persian rugs in bodies of water. So typically, Persian rugs used to be washed in like lakes and streams, stuff like that, big bodies of water. And that's really what we're doing here, just in a much more modern way. What are you looking for? It's synthetic, yeah.
You want me to put it in like we normally
Yeah. Let's get a lot of this out first. Let's get all that liquid out, and then and then we're gonna roll it back up on a pole, and we'll go to the next one. Yeah, we'll rotate them around. Yeah, you can almost just squeegee it out. Get all this crap out of it. Yeah.
Let's squeeze it out there and then do it.
Sybil, I have answered this many times, but I'm happy to answer it again. So, in New York, we are able to dump carpet cleaning waste in either to ground. So if you're at a customer's house, and you can put it like in an inconspicuous area, like a flower bed, anywhere it can't get into the storm drains, or down a sanitary sewer. So you're as long as you're. I'm sorry, Mike's just next to me filming something. Just give me 1 second. So go. Okay. Anyway, so as long as it's you're allowed to dump this waste in either a sanitary sewer or to ground, as long as it is below a certain pH level, and everything we use here in our shop is way below that pH threshold. Eva, if you can get the rug to us right here in Farmingdale, yeah, definitely. I mean, we'll wash it for you anyway, but if it's just a corner of mud, I probably can make that look pretty much. I probably can remove that completely, yeah.
Each thread is folded.
Yeah.
I'm going to look it up right now. Fuzzy cloud rug. Hold on one second. Yes, that's just a. I've actually had one of those come in. I didn't realize what it was called. So a fuzzy cloud rug is really just a another type of synthetic rug, and yes, we can clean it. How hot is the water? Good question. So we don't use any hot water in our rug cleaning process.
No. Well, let's go, a little longer.
We do have a couple of trucks, truck-mounted carpet cleaning systems that do make steam, but in general, for rug cleaning, we don't really want to use any heat. Now, it doesn't really matter. Actually, it's helpful to use heat on synthetic rugs when you're cleaning them. But on wool rugs or viscose rugs, other types of rugs we clean, it could definitely take the color out. So we don't really, it's just room temperature all the time. Now, there are 4 aspects to this type of cleaning. The first, there's 4 principles to cleaning, anything in general, but carpets specifically. The first one is water, the second one is heat, the third one is agitation, and the fourth one is chemistry. Now, because we don't use hot water, we need to, if you imagine those are like 4 equal buckets, we need to, if we're not using heat, that bucket is empty, we need to replace that bucket and fill up the other buckets more. Now, obviously, in our shop, we use a lot of water.
What? Yeah, he's here.
And we're able to pretty much use a lot of agitation. So we basically replace the agitation and the water with that missing heat.
Yeah.
Brent, good morning. When it comes to water, does it stink like fumes? No, not really. Occasionally it'll smell like urine. But we don't really use any type of anything that really has any strong odor to clean with.
Oh, okay. We got the foam as well. We got it. It's hiding back there.
Don't be giving them the defoamer. These two. They get very loose.
Who gets very loose?
You two.
That's not me.
You get loosey-goosey with the defoamer.
When I come back here on Thursday, it's empty. And we didn't use it.
It's because you guys never refilled it.
I like when we get blamed for that, you know? Loose. We get blamed for that.
Art, thank you very much. So if, yes, guys, please like and subscribe. I always forget to ask. And again, today you're watching one of our CCTV-style live videos. Pamela, hello again. Liv, thank you very much for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one. Now, again, because I've been seeing some people jump in and out, let's introduce everybody again. We got Anthony here. We've got Joe. My name is Pat. We are ATC Rug Washing, especially cleaning services. And we are coming at you live from New York. We are on Long Island. Now, I'm trying out a new, and it's a beautiful sunny day in Farmingdale, New York, by the way. Now, I'm trying a new microphone out today. I'm thinking, sounds like it's working. I tested it before. I was listening to myself on my phone. Sounds like it's working. But if at any point it goes out, please let me know.
Well, it's the big show. It's the big bad show tonight. Ready for something that you will never know. It's the big show. It's going to be heavy.
And yes, exactly, Strain. So if we use hot water, we absolutely can break down the rug. Definitely take colors out of rugs. It's just the more things we put in here that have conditions, the more likely somebody is going to make a mistake, if that makes sense. So if we don't want to use hot water on certain rugs, and it really doesn't help us that much on other rugs, then eliminating it from the equation is the smartest option for us. Now, though this first rug here, if you're just tuning in, came from our bagged rugs over there, and these rugs were in a home fire. They have a very strong smoke odor. They also got very wet from putting the fire out. So they came to us still wet in a kind of stinking like smoke and starting to smell like mildew. So they've been soaking overnight in that bag in a solution primarily designed to remove smoke odor. And now they are going through a secondary deodorizing process. Oof. There you go. And then we'll actually start cleaning the rugs. Now, in this step here, there is some soap, some shampoo, as well as a deodorizer that will work really well on mold and mildew. Aaliyah, thank you very much for tuning in. I do, and I love these guys. Hey, guys, do you guys like cleaning rugs?
Yes. What? Of course.
My God.
Yes, we do.
Oh, boy.
My sole purpose on this.
Oh, here we go. Arc the Link. You're doing a great job hosting these two strapping young men.
Oh, thank you.
They are having a good fun time.
Thank you. Well, as I was saying, me and Joe were born to clean rugs.
You guys were born to clean rugs.
I was born in darkness. This is a little bit. Let's see how
We're gonna roll this up that way.
it's still a little longage.
Ooh.
Oh.
I think you got it. I think you guys got it.
We're good. Give me a little bit. Ready?
And Arc, thank you again. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for your kind words.
This way, all right? How's that?
Yeah. That's it. Oh,
Mike is good. Perfect. Do we clean people's rugs at their house? Typically, we like to clean rugs at our facility here. The number one reason, not even so much the washing, it's the dust removal. So every rug that you're seeing us clean here has gone through. Now, we did skip it on these ones because they came to us soaking wet. But normally when we get a rug that comes to us and it's dry, it goes through a dusting process first. And that allows us to remove about 70% of all the dirt in the rug without even washing the rug. And our dusting process is, I'll show you guys later. It's a little hard to see. Let's see. So we've got, that's one of the machines we use there. It's called a Rug Badger. And then we have a very large machine that rugs go into. It's this metal, you can kind of see the door through the shelving there. You guys are having a good time today.
Oh, yeah. Every day.
Gotta have a good time.
Watch your toes.
Oh, it's okay.
Watch your toes.
It's okay. I like to shoot water in my whole
But again, the reason that we take rugs out primarily is because we want to get all that dust out. And we really can give a much higher level of clean to our customers' rugs, a better level of service if we take their rug for cleaning. Now, we do a bunch of work in customers' houses. We do offer our rug customers furniture cleaning. We clean wall-to-wall carpet. We clean tile and grout. We clean wood floors. A couple other things we do as well. But in general, if we can get the rug out, we do. Let's see. Pamela, it's a very nice rug.
Smoky water.
Just trying to catch up a little bit here, guys. Ken and Michelle, thank you guys for tuning in. And you can get quite a bit clean with a portable unit. How long you guys have been in business? This question is from Facebook, Jamie. After washing, do they go into a dryer? I can watch you guys all day. Thank you very much. They do. So, this machine you see behind Joe here, this is a rug centrifuge. And we'll show you guys that in a little bit. But what that machine really does, it allows us to very thoroughly rinse the rug and then get rugs extremely dry. So this rug here you're seeing here will get about 95% dry in 3 minutes after we rinse it. Now, when we clean these rugs, our goal here is to get them to a level where, because you'll see every time we rinse, we'll start to put rugs in the centrifuge when there's still some dirt coming out of the rug. That's because this machine does a much more thorough job of rinsing than we can ever do on the wash floor. So we want to get the rug to the point where we know it can go in that machine, and that machine can then do the work for us.
This is what? The foamer. The foamer?
You guys are blaming us for using the foamer.
Where's Joe the foamer?
Unbelievable.
Oliver, hello. I am created. Is it okay to pressure wash a rug on a driveway cannot afford professional cleaning. If you have a synthetic rug, you absolutely can very gently power wash it. Do not use your power washer too close to the rug and use the lightest tip you have. But you can get a synthetic rug very clean in your driveway. The caveat to that is you need probably 2 really good warm, hot days to actually get it dry. The biggest mistake people make when they clean rugs themselves, number one, they try to clean rugs that you should not clean at home yourself. You have a wool rug, you really shouldn't. You should not power wash it at all. You're going to leave the rug way too wet, way too long. You're going to get mold and mildew. If you want to avoid the mold and mildew on a synthetic rug like the one you're seeing here, you just need to make sure it actually gets dry. And believe it or not, that rug is going to stay wet for a while, especially on either concrete or asphalt, because it's going to create humidity under the rug. So you need to constantly turn that rug over and move it around your driveway to get it dry. These guys are too good. Must be AI generated. From I think we got Mike's tuning in now. We got Mike DeVito here.
What did he say?
He said that this must be AI generated. These guys are too good. J-Rod, thank you very much for tuning in.
We're live now.
How fast to dry them? So we usually leave rugs around 7 to 10 minutes in the machine, but the drying portion of the cycle in there is about 3 minutes.
When you're good at your job. Where is it? Where is it?
Ben, definitely. Thank you. We really appreciate it. Please do. We can definitely help you guys out. 20-degree tip. I'm drying. Yeah. If you go too close to a rug with a power washer, even a synthetic rug, you can kind of damage the fibers. You can open them up and fray them. And again, Ben, thank you. And we'll talk to you soon.
Oh boy.
And thank you all very much for subscribing. Thank you. I am created. And again, guys, I see a bunch of people jumping in and out. I also see we got a bunch of subscribers today, so thank you all very much for subscribing. And we're coming at you live from New York. We are on Long Island, and it is a beautiful sunny day in Farmingdale, New York, as my shirt says.
Hey, we're sponsored by Specials.
Let's see. A couple more questions. We got a couple of Facebook questions. Jamie, have you ever had a rug you guys couldn't clean? We had one rug in the 3 years that we've been cleaning rugs here in this shop that we did. This was a rug that we normally would not clean. It was in a flood, but they didn't want to go through insurance. So had they gone through insurance, the insurance company would have replaced the rug. This rug came to us. It was wet for about 2 weeks in standing water. It had a ton of black and green mold. We're actually able to make the rug look pretty good, actually. No mold on the front, no mold on the back, but we couldn't get all the mold out of the knots of the rug, and we just couldn't bring it back to them in a safe condition. But that's a very unique situation. Ann Curry from Facebook, does the spinning machine add extra water, or is it just the water on the rug? No, it thoroughly rinses the rug. So you're going to see sometimes when we wash rugs here, towards the end when we do the fire hose and the squeegee, it looks like there's still a little bit of dirt and some soap left. That's because that machine does that amount of work 10, 15 times per minute. It's so much more thorough than what we can do by hand that we really just want to get the rug in a condition where we know the centrifuge can now do all the work for us. JV Joe, yes, we do clean Oriental rugs. We clean every rug type. So our process you're seeing here is actually a modern take on the old world style of washing rugs in bodies of water. So they used to wash rugs in like streams and rivers and lakes, stuff like that. And basically what you're seeing here is just a copycat version of that in a more modern way.
Do we need all the same?
What?
Yeah, it was all the same.
Yeah, it's all the same.
Yeah.
It's such a lonely world.
And thank you very much. Zachary from Wisconsin, hello.
Hello.
Stuart, yep, rug cleaning in New York.
Right.
And a beautiful, it really, you know what? When was the last time it rained on one of these?
Never.
I keep saying beautiful sunny day. One time it rained, and I just kept saying it was a beautiful sunny day here.
Since the summer, seriously, on a Thursday, once.
It does not rain. I just get away with saying it. I think the one time it did rain, I just kept saying it was a sunny day anyway.
Still put the camera outside.
Listen, Pat,
Jamie, thank you very much.
You're like, I'm saying it, nothing like that.
Vermont, Vernon Tilly, hello again.
hello, look at this one. Don't want to get in my eye.
Yeah, again, so we're actually that's a good point. So the rug clean videos with all the unnecessary mud annoys me to no end. So I get what they're doing there. I know that people like watching that ASMR content, and to their credit, they've actually made rug cleaning very popular on social media. But we wanted to we started our channel for two reasons. The first one was we wanted to show everybody what it was like to do this work for actual customers. And then also, we really started this channel for our actual customers because we thought they might enjoy seeing the cleaning process of their rugs. And we found out that they really get a kick out of it. So we try to film as much as we can. That's why we do a lot of these live videos. It allows us to film kind of every rug we clean. But we do a bunch of shorts and stuff like that as well. Now, Jamie's not, if you're familiar with our channel, you know Jamie's usually here. Jamie's off today.
Jamie's off. Jamie's off.
She should be on the live watching.
She should be on the live watching wherever. I think she's down in Georgia right now. She should be bringing rugs back up from Georgia, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
We watch it down there.
Will we clean rugs for expert skateboarding men? We'll clean rugs for anybody.
Pat, I got a question for the live.
Go ahead.
What's their favorite slice of pizza between regular slice and Sicilian slice for lunch?
If this is a clever ploy for me to order you pizza, it's not happening.
No, it's not. It's not a clever ploy. I just want to ask the people out there, what do they prefer, Sicilian or regular slice?
I'm going to open it up to what is everybody's favorite slice of pizza in general.
All right. I found this new slice from the pizzeria. It's really good. It's chicken tomato with like a spicy chipotle, spicy chipotle ranch on it.
Well, I like the ranch.
Really good.
No ranch for Joey.
No ranch for Joey. Rosalinda, do we come to Florida? So we do not. Now you can send your rug to us to clean. But what part of Florida are you in? Because I do know a fantastic rug cleaner down in Florida.
I'm sure, man. There's another one I like.
Ooh, mushroom and onion. That's actually a pretty good idea. Mike, that's a good question. It's a conversation we have with a lot of our customers. So now, obviously, we do clean a lot of rugs that are worth way more than the cleaning price. But a lot of customers just really enjoy the rug they have. It fits the room really well. They have a hard time replacing it. And if we can clean it, they like it. You know, if they can clean, they really like the rug. They want us to clean it. We have a couple of customers who they don't want to have to add to the problem. They don't want to put this on an environmental stance. Really, they don't want to put the rugs into a landfill. Replacing cheaper rugs is very bad for the environment. I know we get sometimes a lot of people ask about how much water we use and stuff like that. But the amount of water used in making these synthetic rugs, as well as all the other chemicals used to make them, our cleaning process is much, much safer. So some people have that feel. And then stuff like that. Now, again, my job here is to clean their rug, not so much why they want to clean. Rosalinda, so in Naples, not too far from you, actually, I don't remember the name of the shop off the top of my head, but his name is Anthony Bellamonte. I think it's just Naples. I think it's Naples Rug Care. They do a fantastic job down there. And I've actually been to their shop. They're great. And it's the Bellamonte family. I think the name, it's Naples Rug Cleaning or Naples Oriental Rug Care or something like that. If you Google that, though, you'll be able to find it. And they do offer pickup and delivery, everything like that. Actually, I went down there when I first started cleaning rugs. I went down there and they actually taught me quite a bit about unique rug types and how to clean them. All right, so we got one for regular. Let's see, this is why I didn't want to do the poll with them because they can't hear me at all. Well, we're getting some answers, guys. We're getting some answers. We got regular. We've got mushroom and onion. We've got something with buffalo.
What else we got?
We've got their move buffalo chicken, which is always delicious. That's not bad. I like buffalo. Actually, it has to be. It has to. The place has to make it well. That's the key. It has to be made well, or else it's not good. I like pepper. I actually like pepper and onion quite a bit.
Pepper and onion. Oh, so Pat,
Bill, everything is fine. Thank you very much for tuning in.
We'll get pepper, onion, and sauce. Oh no, pepper, onion, and mushroom.
I think I'm gonna order. I think I'm gonna order.
We're gonna get sponsors.
All right, we're going back to this guy right here.
Yep, we'll go back to that guy. Yep.
Oh. You trying to show you strong?
Now I want to get all the extra out.
There you go. Yeah, get all those rug juices.
Oh, you didn't have enough.
The stream before was a Japanese guy pouring water on himself and beatboxing. You get a really nice mix on YouTube sometimes. It's actually nice today, a little bit less viewers because we've been getting like 2,000 people watching. It's really hard to police it sometimes.
It's already on there, baby.
Oh, Ro. I didn't even realize it was you. I didn't make the connection.
Who?
It's Ro.
Aunt Ro?
Yeah.
My aunt? What's she saying?
You know what's funny? Mike is actually on the live as well, Ro.
What my aunt say?
I do know a great Ro. I do know. I'll send you his info later. I actually do know a great rug cleaner in Florida.
All right, let's rinse this out. I'm gonna rinse it out. We'll rinse the front out, and I'm gonna make some break for just the front. We'll do again.
Owen McCaffrey, can you recommend a shop on Long Island? I have an idea. And again, guys, we are coming at you live from New York. We are on Long Island. And it is a beautiful sunny day here in Farmingdale, New York. And Owen, by all means, bring your rug to us. Johnny Crush, how much does it cost to start a rug cleaning business? That's a great question. So we made a couple mistakes. We started this business during COVID because we're an office cleaning company, and less people were going into their offices. So we figured we better figure out a way to get into their houses. We are on our second centrifuge. First one we bought was a little too, it's just not as safe. The one we have right now is American made. This thing is built like an absolute tank. We're getting a bigger wash floor, so we've had to do a couple of things over as we've grown. But if I was to start over tomorrow and build this place out the way that I think it should be built out, not in pieces, I would say it would be somewhere in the ballpark of like $350,000 to $400,000 to start this business the way that we need it to be now. Yes, way, Owen. What town are you in?
All right.
Because we're coming at you live from beautiful, sunny Farmingdale, New York.
Ready?
And by the way, if you're just tuning in, that's become the catchphrase for these live videos. Because I said it a few times when we went live the first time, and Joe and Anthony have been making fun of me ever since.
I mean, it's not wrong.
I'm not wrong. To the point where you can now buy these shirts. Shameless plug, ruggiescloset.com.
That's how you take advantage of that.
That is how you take advantage of it.
I always think. All right, now.
Oh, and you're really close. You're in Hot Box. Yeah, if you just reach out to us. It's our website is the same name as our channel. It's www.atcrugwashing.com. And you can either give us a call or fill out a form, and we'll give you a call. And we'd be more than happy to help you. And thank you very much for tuning in. Now, if you would like to if you live in the U.S. and you would like to be just like Owen and have us clean your rug, very soon you will be able to send your rug to us via UPS from anywhere in the U.S. And let me catch up a little bit with some of the questions. And Johnny, thank you very much for tuning in today. All right, let me catch up a little bit here. Radio DJ Pat, well, thank you. Small Cat, when's our next live? Probably going to do a second live today. It'll be a CCTV style live. Bill, the shop is quiet today.
It is.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah? Well, I guess I'll have to start singing. Then.
Go ahead, guys, sing.
What do you want?
Ro, yes. I know he's in Naples, but I'll get you his info later. When I went to the shop, I actually flew into Tampa, so he's not too far. Actually, no, I didn't. Oh, I didn't fly into Tampa. No, I didn't. But I don't know how far. I don't know how far he is from you, but he is. If they can make it work, they are great. If not, he might know somebody who's closer to you. But I do. Yes, I do actually know a very good rug cleaner in Farmingdale, in Florida.
You got that bucket?
You are all I long for, all I worship.
How many rugs do we clean a day? So right now we are able to clean like well, it depends on the size of the rug. Obviously, small rugs we can clean a lot more of them, but somewhere around like 30 to 40, 45-ish a day. Once we get the bigger wash floor, we will be able to hopefully do more like 50 to 60. Our shop is located in New York, on Long Island, in Farmingdale, New York. Naramonster, hello. Timothy, hello.
I want to just do one more clean on top. Right.
If you're just tuning in, these 3 rugs here for the same customer, they were in a home fire. So they came to us with a very heavy smoke smell, and they were wet because they got wet when they were putting the fire out. So they kind of had like a mildew smell starting to build up on them. So we actually had them soaking overnight in a bag of a deodorizer really specifically meant for smoke. And we've been at these ones for a little while now, and we're getting towards the end. So we're actually cleaning this rug now, finally. And then it's going to go into our centrifuge, and we'll go on to the next one. And then we've got a bunch more rugs to clean today. Is there good money in this business? I'm 36 with a family, 2 kids, going for a new career path, and I'm lost. Myself, my whole family before me is from Long Island, by the way. Well, thank you for tuning in. Hello.
Nice.
There is at volume.
I like the way it's looking already.
I would recommend maybe getting into the. This rug looks great. This rug looks fantastic. I would recommend maybe getting into wall-to-wall carpet cleaning first if I was just starting out. You're going to have a little bit of an easier time with way less cost of acquiring customers. And then from there, you can start offering rug services once you kind of build maybe like Probably need about like 2,000 customers, 3,000 customers to start this, or have the backing of another business. So we used a lot of resources from our other business to do this. We've been at this for like 3 years, and we're constantly expanding and trying to figure out how to grow this business. But all the money we make, we put back into this business right now. But at volume and at scale, this is a very good business. No, not too far at all. I used to. I actually grew up in Franklin Square. Nope, they are wearing shorts. I should make them wear kilts though. That would be funny. How long does it take you to clean a rug? So it depends, but in general, a regular rug wash takes between like 15 and 20 minutes, depending on the size of the rug, what's going on with it. I think wall-to-wall carpet cleaning. I think it's a good. It's going to be an easier road to start. You could definitely make a good living doing it. It's relatively easy to pick up customers, and if you do right by them, they'll stay with you for a long time. The hardest part with a wall-to-wall carpet cleaning business is going to be expanding past you doing the work. That's the hardest part of that business for most carpet cleaners. There's a couple of very big nationwide. Everybody knows Stanley Steamer. There's a couple other really big nationwide companies. A lot of multi-state companies. It's pretty easy for them to grow. But when you want to, if you're the guy in the truck doing the work, and you want to go to 2 trucks and 3 trucks, that's the hardest part. It's a lot easier to go from 3 trucks to 10 trucks in this business than it is to go from 1 truck to 2. But in general, if you're willing to, I know a couple of guys who do wall-to-wall carpet cleaning. They make a small fortune. They're happy. They could do it for a couple. They want to do it for 20 years or so, and then they just get out and they sell the business. Really, it gives you some options though. The other thing with wall-to-wall carpet too is it's the easiest to learn how to clean. It's the least like to ruin anything. Once you get started though with carpet cleaning, you can start offering more services, get better equipment, and do more things in homes. And then really from there, word of mouth will kind of take off after a while. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, not too bad.
That other one I'm a little worried.
Well.
This one I think is really good.
It's funny. So we do a lot of urine, rugs with urine on them. And everybody thinks that's the hardest thing to remove. It's not. The hardest odor for us to remove typically is smoke. It lingers for days sometimes. The most rewashes we have in our shop here are from smoke. Window cleaning is big, I think, everywhere. Nobody wants to do it. It's actually hard work too. I know they make a lot of in the last like 10, 15 years, 20 years, a lot of new ways to do windows. There's hard water poles. There's a lot of ways to do them now. But I could see that definitely being a big business, especially in Florida. Now, if you're just tuning in, we're coming at you live. We're ATC Rug Washing, Specialty Cleaning Services. And you are watching Joe and Anthony here, and a little bit of Jason. Jason's helping on the floor today. And we are coming at you live from New York. We are on Long Island, and it is a beautiful sunny day here in Farmingdale, New York. Yeah, it's definitely hard. Everything is hard work, to be honest.
You done it now. You made a big mistake.
And in Florida, you got that heat you got to deal with outside too.
Wow, it really is sunny out there right now.
It is. It's a beautiful sunny day in Farmingdale. Now, if you're just tuning in, we clean rugs for actual customers on our channel. We never make any rugs dirty on purpose. Now, we're grateful for some of those guys. They made carpet cleaning very popular. But we wanted to give everybody a little bit of an insight into what it's like to do this work for actual customers. So on our channel, you're going to see a lot of regular lived-on rugs. And you're going to see a lot of pet urine. And that's the one thing you do not see on a lot of the other channels that don't that make ASMR content. You don't see a lot of pet urine rugs. But 70% of the rugs we get in our shop here typically have urine.
Come on, we'll do it. Nah, no chance. We'll do it live.
We like to say that pets and small children are job security for us.
Right? Yep, nope, can't. That's 4 minutes. We gotta go do it.
All right, guys. I will be right back. And in the medical cannabis business in the lab. Yeah, it's unfortunate when you do something that you don't like. So it's never too late to make a change. And I wish you the best. So did you say pet urine rugs? Yes, I did, Small. And like I said, most of the rugs we clean here in our shop are brought to us because our customers have pets that are urinating on them. The Glimpy Moses, thank you. The Glimpy Moses, thank you. Do you steam clean for commercial carpet? We can, but we typically would prefer to LVM or LMV, low moisture. I've been cleaning commercial carpet for most of my life. And I've been bonnet cleaning carpet since I was 12 years old, and bonnet cleaning and commercial carpet is definitely the way to go. The reason I don't love steam cleaning commercial carpet, typically, unless it's a really, really bad, extreme scenario in a commercial setting, and even then, we'll usually elect to low moisture clean after with an acidic solution to really push everything down. The wicking is just not really. We never want to have to go back to jobs. What's the worst case of dirtiness you've dealt with? We've had a couple of extremely saturated urine rugs. That's usually the worst. We've got a couple of full videos on our channel with those, but sometimes we get some rugs that it's a crazy, crazy buildup of urine. Yeah, I mean, obviously, Trevor, you could definitely steam clean commercial carpet, but it's just, in general, the wick up from that carpet is so thin for commercial carpet that all you're really doing when you steam it is you're heating up that glue, and you're just a lot of times causing that glue to come up. And you can minimize that, mitigate it really with proper chemistry, especially if you use acidic solutions, and if you use a really quality rinse, and don't really use too much pre-spray. But in general, we have 2 truck mounts. I mean, we steam carpet all the time. But in general, for commercial setting, we just use usually orbital machines now. We used to use side-to-side machines with bonnets, but we use orbital machines now. They work great. What do we use to get the urine smell out? That's a good question. So our chemistry varies depending on the type of rug that we're cleaning. Now, in general, a little urine science for you. When urine dries, it crystallizes, and it becomes no longer water soluble. And it's a very high on the pH. It's a very basic compound. So the only way to break up urine crystals is to use an acidic solution. So acid will break those crystals up, and then they're removed. So in the washing process, typically we use acidic solutions to do that. The other thing that will remove urine pretty well are oxygenated chemicals. The only caveat to those is on a lot of rug types, oxygen will take urine staining out, urine odor out, but it will also take color out. So you need to kind of match the issue you're having with the rug with the type of rug that's on it.
And then when Christopher walks in, and he's high as a kite, and he's like,
Christopher.
so Christopher, what's it? Me needed some wine with a little
What chemical we use to clean carpet? So in general, Mark, we use a bunch of commercial products meant for rugs specifically from a couple different companies. We use a lot of Chemex products, and we use any company that makes cleaning solution for rugs. We will absolutely try every product that they make, and we'll mix them together. We're not tied to one specific company here. RCI is another one that we use. They're a brand new company. I think they're out of Wisconsin, I want to say. They're making some great stuff. Chemex, I think, is out of Michigan. But then we use some of the major brands too, if you're familiar with like Bridgepoint Systems, stuff like that. ChemSpec.
Oh boy. Okay.
What does that process look like? Because I've never done that. So Trevor, we actually have a couple. I haven't made one in a while, but if you go to our actual videos on our channel and you go all the way down to the bottom, I think one of the earliest videos I made, maybe like the fifth or 7th or 10th video I made, we low moisture cleaned an office that had tons of stains and it came out great. That is a really good showcase of how to do that properly.
Might move this back a little bit too. We'll find out.
We use pros and enzymes. So in a commercial setting, enzymes aren't really necessary. I mean, you can use an enzymatic cleaner, but not really going to find a lot of that in a commercial setting that you need that for. Now, even with, we get this question a lot. A lot of people, a lot of at home, like a lot of stuff you buy like at a Home Depot and stuff like that. A lot of companies are selling you like our customers, they're selling enzymes to get rid of pet urine, and enzymes work. They work great, but we don't use them at all, and nobody really in their home should use them because nobody's using them properly. So when you use enzymes, they need to be wet typically for hours, and they need to be within a certain temperature range. So a lot of people just end up spraying that stuff on their carpets at home, and they do a very light spray, and it dries very quickly, and it doesn't really do anything, and then they leave that enzyme in there, or they put a ton of it down, and they leave it wet too long, and the enzyme works now, but they leave it wet so long, and they never rinse it out that they leave all that soap in there. They still leave the urine in the rug. And then also maybe they get some mold and mildew now because they left it wet for 3 days.
we're rolling now, gentlemen. Woo! Let's go. Turn it over.
Mark Sager does make great products. He doesn't really make any rug cleaning specific products, to my knowledge. He makes a lot of very good wall-to-wall carpet and commercial carpet cleaner products. I haven't tried his end cap, but I'm sure it's good. I've used a few of his products for wall-to-wall carpet cleaning. They work great. He actually has one of the best tile and grout cleaning products I've ever seen in a commercial setting, but it is a product for professionals. It is a very high, in our industry we call hot, a very high pH. And if you use it, like if it touches stainless steel, it'll turn it black. But for a commercial, for a professional setting, in our industry, he makes one of the best tile and grout cleaners I've ever seen.
Then we'll rinse out a couple of times there. Definitely fine.
So you guys are trying new brands of carpet cleaner as well. So we will we will use the best chemistry that's on the market from any company. So typically in the washing process here, we're using one out of like the same seven basic shampoos more often than not. But on the shelves next to me here, Mike, just show them the shelves. On these shelves here, we probably have about 70 or so different cleaning solutions, and each one has its own place. Some of these products we use once a year, but when you need it, they work. But yes, we will literally use whatever is best for the job. And if a new company comes out, we'll buy a whole bunch of their stuff and we'll test it. Collaboration, yes, it can be. And actually, as opposed to our other business being office cleaning, we never really have we do a good job, but there's not really ever like a huge wow factor in that work. Like a big before and after. But on this particular type of work, our customer interactions are much different because we're able to have some very dramatic before and after sometimes. And Darren, exactly. Now, Dreamin', this is pretty taxing work, and we got to do it all day. And right now we're live on YouTube, so we like to take it a little. We like to take it a little easy. Now, Anthony and Joe are helping me out. They come here once a week, and Anthony, he actually comes right from his other job. He works overnight and comes here.
We'll get it out.
It's a pretty long runner.
Follow the red, follow the white. Your hands on your appetite. Oh, that's what I want next. That's what I want next.
When you say felt sonder, what do you mean?
I got a question for you. One more.
Like sad and lonely? Do we get more job now that we're on YouTube?
Good shit, Joe. Nice.
I'll answer that in 1 second. Let me grab the next rug for these guys.
I got a question. One more.
Go ahead.
Since the World Series is coming up, Dodgers or Yankees? Let us know. Joe, come in.
Special at this wolf house? Is that it? That's regular. Yes, that's you.
No, but did you see what they got?
I did.
Oh, this?
Yeah. I know. It's all day.
Yeah.
All day. I don't tell you I got most of the things.
Oh, yeah, I know.
No, I know what the word means. I don't, though.
Yeah.
I don't like to think too existentially. Ooh, we got Yankees all the way. Yeah. Bill with the Red Sox. Get out of here, Bill. No, I'm just kidding, Bill. Bill's actually on most of our lives. Angela, we are located. Yes, we are located. Coming to you live from New York. We are on Long Island. It is a beautiful sunny day.
Joe, you can deal with that thing.
Yeah, I'll do it. I got that.
Now, Harris, scary. Doing this in the rain would be very, very bad for the environment. And all that water would go into the storm drains. It's a big no-no. Ken, so they all go through a dusting process. So we've got 3 different methods to dust rugs. And we want to remove as much dry soil as possible from these rugs before we actually start washing them. Oh, Darren, what part are you from? We're in Farmingdale. So Ken, yeah, back to your question. So we remove as much dry soil as we can on these rugs before we wash them. We've got a couple of different methods to do that. We have a rug tumbler. We have a rug tumbler. Basically, the rugs go into the machine, and it gently rolls around on them. And that gentle motion releases a lot of dust and debris. And the big stuff falls to the bottom. It's also hooked up to a giant HEPA vacuum. And that allows us to, that actually does a really good job. Now, for rugs that maybe a little bit more delicate, can't handle that process, they go, we use our Rug Badger. Now, Rug Badger is that little red machine you see there. And you see those metal grates? What we do is we turn the rug upside down, and we put it on those metal grates, and when that machine gently beats the back of the carpet, and that allows a lot of dust to fall out from the back of the rug and the middle of the rug to the front of the rug through the grates. Well, Darren, thank you very much.
More water I'm going to put down.
Yeah, this one's really sucking it up. Angelo, there might be. I'm not familiar with anyone in Iowa off the top of my head, but I am in a very large network of private group of rug cleaners, mostly nationwide, but a handful from other countries as well. It's about 3,200 of us, I believe. We kind of talk very frequently.
That was just with education.
So I'll see if I can. I'm gonna find. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try to find a because we get this a lot. I might put this on my website. Maybe I'll put a list of some other guys around. But Angelo, you will be able to send your rug to us for cleaning very soon. So we're actually we're going to time it up with where we get our new wash floor. So we're actually going to be doubling the size of the wash floor. You see here, we get way too many big rugs in general, but that makes it really challenging for us. But once we get the bigger wash floor, we're in the process of making some videos on showing you the different rug types that you might have, how you can send it to us for cleaning. And we'll make your rug YouTube famous. We'll either clean it, we'll either make a short video or we'll clean it on one of our lives, and we'll give you a shout out. But very soon, and we're going to do that probably through UPS. We're just trying to figure out the best way to do it. We have a couple of people who are going to be sending us rugs for cleaning soon that have found us on some of these videos. And then we're going to actually really put all this on our website and really try to get anybody in the country to send us rugs. What would you recommend to remove some type of gum or 3M adhesive from a card without ripping all the fibers? Good question. What type of rug is it? Going to be a little tricky on a wool rug, but on a synthetic rug, you actually sometimes for adhesive on a synthetic rug, what you can try is you can like mist the area on the rug, and then take an iron and take a rag, wet it, wring it out, lay it on the spot, and put your iron on it, and make sure you keep moving it around. Don't keep it on there too long. Move it around, and a lot of times that adhesive will come up and stick to the rag, and you can just take the rag off, and the adhesive will come off. Fungus in the house. Anyone in Canada doing this? Off the top of my head, I don't know anyone in Canada, and you might have a hard time shipping your rug to us. So, but if you look up rug cleaning, you should be there's guys doing this all over the place. You should be able to find. Now you're going to find a lot more carpet cleaners than you will rug cleaners. Not a ton of people doing rug washing specifically, but even a carpet cleaner, if you tell them you really want it washed, they might even know who to refer you to. All right, guys, I will be right back. I'm going to grab myself a quick drink of water. And again, thank you all very much for watching. If you have any questions, please ask away. And again, if you're just tuning in, you're watching Anthony, Joe, Jason over there running the centrifuge, and my name is Pat. We are ATC Rug Washing, especially cleaning services. We're coming at you live from New York. We're on Long Island. And as always, it is a beautiful sunny day here in Farmingdale. On this one,
What's up with it? Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yep. The cords. All right, man. Go quick, go quick. Let's go. Right. Go quick, go quick. It's good. The orange bucket slow. With the slowest rate. Yeah, that's what we put on the floor. We got right there. There, we're getting the bucket roll. All right, brother. All right, brother. Got it? Okay, we'll rinse the bag. Yeah. Turn it over. Open the bag. Yes. Then you do those salt. Yep. Then you start that. Oh, look, Joe. Hey, it's back, baby. Joe the Bowler. Joe the Bowler's back. Oh, yeah. Can't wait for that spot so calzone. If you know, you know. I can't wait. Can't wait. I really might go before. What? I really might go before your house. You want to go before one for yourself? What? I can't eat one myself.
I'm thinking if we get 2 and then 6 of us, we cut it in 3. Yeah. If nobody's eating that freaking same thing. I'll tell them to cut the sandwiches in 3. Yeah. So we all get a little bit of a sandwich, we all get a little bit of calzone, and then we'll get like 3 pies. We'll get a little mushroom, onion, tomato. Yeah. We'll get a regular half. I like mushroom. I'm not a mushroom guy either, but who is? I'm not either, but then trust me, just eat it. I'm not eating no mushroom pie. Really? Joe.
This guy thinks I'm eating mushroom pie.
I'm telling you, I'm not a mushroom guy either. Then I started eating because I couldn't get over the texture.
Ugh.
But mushrooms, once you get over it, I'm telling you.
I ain't get over mushrooms. All right.
So what? We gotta get a half tomato onion, half mushroom onion.
You guys didn't have a mushroom. I'll just anything else.
We're gonna get a regular half pep.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna get a grape. That's all.
Mushroom.
And then Pat said something. You said, "Oh, I want to get some." All right, whatever you want to get.
The boss gets whatever he wants. Okay.
You're gonna flip. Yeah. You're gonna put the rest of that out. Or you want to listen to hit it once, then put more stuff on here, and then do the voice. Yeah.
All right, buddy, I'm back.
He's back.
And unfortunately, I didn't even get to have a drink. All right, so let me catch up a little bit.
Let him catch up.
Thank you so much. What are your questions? Okay, is it a good idea to wash? You got to calm down. I was taking a break here. God, I'm catching up. Relax, Heber. I'll get to your question now, though. Is it a good idea to wash a rug with a pressure washer? You can absolutely wash a synthetic rug with a pressure washer. I would not wash any other type of rug. The only caveat to this is that you need to make sure you get the rug dry, and it's going to take you probably 2 solid days of very hot weather and sunlight to actually get the rug dry. What will happen if you don't is you're going to get mold and mildew. Now, also, when you're using a power washer, you want to make sure you use the widest fan tip, and you want to keep a good distance between the tip of the water and the rug itself, or else you can actually fray the rug fibers. Nostalgia injection, how much urine inside of rugs. That really varies depending on how big the dog is and how long it's been going on. But regardless, we will clean all of it out. Steve, yep, you definitely, our option can save a lot of rugs. But we definitely have a lot of customers who call us and they make the decision to replace their rug instead. Heber, that is absolutely not true. And if you use a hard bristle brush on a wool or viscose rug, you will absolutely destroy the rug. And then your rug will get mold and mildew in about 1 day. Paul, I didn't see. Are you talking, Paul? Are you talking about this machine here? I was on break there for a second.
Yeah, give it a good mouth. It's gonna be a mouth. Be a mouth. I made card. American worker name. That's who I care about.
All right. So, let me get down to the bottom of our questions here. Let's see, guys. Bear with me. How do I get to the? There we go. New comments. Okay.
Right. There we go.
All the guaranteed pieces.
What makes coffee clay machine? Paul, I'm going to guess you're talking about this machine here. That is a CRB machine. Now, this particular one is made from a company called Brush Pro. What's the best way to clean cars in a carpet or a truck? A car detailer is going to be a little bit better at that, but a lot of carpet cleaners are not going to want to do a car. But you can rent a machine like some of the smaller handheld machines and do that. Just make sure you're not doing that on leather or anything. Katie, I have handmade rugs for my family in Iran that are about 30 years old. They really need to be clean. Got any suggestions? You definitely should find somebody who can wash them. It's very hard to clean wool rugs, handmade wool rugs at home. If they've never been washed before, they're probably going to crock. Crocking is a form of bleeding that happens the first time you wash a handmade rug. And if you have that issue at home, that color is going to go all over the place, and you run the risk of ruining the rug. Aurella, hello. Katie, yeah, you definitely going to want to find a professional carpet cleaner who can help you. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of, Darren. The Bissell Little Green machine will probably help. Will probably work relatively well for cars. Whose carpets are all these that are being cleaned? These are our customers' carpets, Mark.
No, no. Do these without washing first? Okay. You got it. All right. You got it. You can turn that off later. Thanks. All right. Power washing time. Woo!
Oh, Rella, don't worry. You don't have to do that, but thank you. I really appreciate that. You do not have to do that. Thank you, though. Katie, you can. So we're actually going to we're going to go live with where we actually advertise, and anybody can send their rug to us for cleaning, probably in December. But right now, you can send your rug to us. If you go to our website, www.atcrugwashing.com. It's the same as our channel handle name. It's atcrugwashing.com. Fill out a form. Just write your name, write that you saw us in the live. You have the Iranian rugs, and we'll definitely be able to help you out. I'll explain to you how you can send them to us, and then we'll be able to send them back to you. Hello, Suds. How you doing today? Suds is talking about the Spassos calzone. By the way, buddy, we got Jackie here. Jackie, show him that shirt. The shirt that you're wearing is available on ruggyspassos.com. What's up?
Everybody's got
Yeah, that's that.
Everybody wants to use that merchandise. What's going on?
Catherine, thank you very much. Hello, Tim.
Of course. What's that say?
He's talking about mushroom pies and calzones from Spassos.
Everybody knows about the calzone.
Mimi, how's the day going? The day's going fantastic. We're cleaning rugs. Mark, how many carpets do we receive in a day, and how many would you say? Oh, hold on. How many carpets do you receive in a day, and how many would you say are being cleaned each day? Thank you in advance. Well, thank you for the question. So we clean. Right now, we only clean rugs every Tuesday and Thursday. So typically on those days, we're able to clean somewhere between like 30 and 45 rugs, depending on the size of the rugs. The biggest problem we're having in our shop right now, and lately, we've been getting a lot of very, very large rugs, much bigger than our wash floor. They are taking us, they're kind of turning the shop upside down. In the last, I want to say 3 weeks, we have probably gotten like 15 rugs, maybe 17 rugs that have been like 12 or 15 by like 25 to 28 feet long. So our new wash floor will be able to handle those rugs, but also it'll allow us to do a lot more rugs at the same time. So like on a Thursday, we'll have Anthony and Joe cleaning here, and then where I'm standing right now, another person can be cleaning some smaller rugs. We are basically equipped, though, to dry probably 60 to 70 rugs per day. So that's kind of, there's a lot more work that goes into this outside of the washing. Where obviously when you clean a lot of rugs, there's some stains that don't come out when you wash them. We have to touch them up. Certain little issues with fringes, stuff like that. A lot of extra work that happens. So that's why we clean we're trying to isolate the cleaning washing part to 2 days a week, and then the touch up and the wrapping and the delivering and all that other stuff on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and eventually I would say we're probably gonna have to wash like a half a day on Saturdays as well, because we get all day on Saturday and Sunday right now, kind of unusable time where we could be drying rugs.
All right, that's it. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, give me the yeah.
Used to do the work, tough job. You guys killing it. Well, thank you, Tim. Yoshi, hello again. Katie, you're very welcome. Yeah, please reach out. Go to our website. I know it's a little loud before. www.atcrugwashing.com, and just fill out a form. I will give you a call back. What's the largest rug that we've ever cleaned? It's, I don't know the exact dimensions because I'm starting to lose track of which is the biggest one. But I think we had I want to say it was like 17 or 18 wide by like 35 maybe. That was and we did that before we expanded the shop. That took us like forever. That rug actually came to us last year. Yoshi, you right back at you. I hope you have a fantastic day as well. Aaron, you're actually about to see the drying process right now. Hot Sexy Body Wash. Hello. These are people's names, guys. That's what you're hearing. That's his person's name. It's Hot Sexy Body Wash. And they said hello. So I said hello back. Hello, Hot Sexy Body Wash. So how do we dry them? So you're seeing them roll the rug up here. And now this rug is going to go into our rug centrifuge. Now the centrifuge allows us to thoroughly rinse the rug. And sometimes you're going to see before we roll out the rug, there's still some dirt, maybe a little bit of soap coming out. That's because the centrifuge does a much better job of rinsing rugs than we can do by hand. So now once we thoroughly rinse the rug, we shut the water off and we allow the rug to dry in that machine. Now this rug here, this synthetic rug, will get about 95% dry in 3 minutes. Now let me help them get the next rugs that we're going to do, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, it's like we can't touch it. Yeah, if you touch it, it goes back. You got a lot of it. So that's so it'll be right in 2 weeks. It's going to be with your front, right?
Isn't that when daylight savings is?
Yes. November 3rd, I think, is daylight savings. So if you wrap it up, 2 weeks. Doing this one? Yeah. We did this yesterday. Let's go. We've done this one. Yeah. We just started. Yeah, we've done this one before. This is Wolf? No. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, see, I got it.
This rug before, I know for sure.
Oh.
I see it, right?
So now we're going to clean this one quick, and then we are going to clean some wool rugs next. Got a couple of wool rugs we're going to do, and we'll go from there. Tim, thank you very much, and enjoy your day of whatever you do. Yoshi, thank you very much. And we will. Aaron, thank you very much. And again, this is one of our Q&A lives. So I'll try to take you guys between... Oh, all right. So, Aaron, on that note, while they're wetting this rug out, I'll show you how that last 5% gets done. So, Now this is still a work in progress. We moved in here in May. It should be done middle of November. You see one of our drying racks right here, but it's going to be on this side. Now on this side, it is about 85. We keep it about 85 degrees on this side, and there's constant air movement, and we run a bunch of commercial dehumidifiers. So we are able to get rugs that last 5%, that last 7%, that last 3% in some instances after the centrifuge. We are able to get these rugs very dry very quickly. All right, so, but I hope that answers some of your questions. And we are constantly evolving that drying side to get the rugs dry even faster and faster. What would happen if a customer's carpet gets ruined in the cleaning process? Has that ever happened where an expensive rug has gotten destroyed? Is there any type of material of carpet you guys won't touch? Okay, a couple parts to that question there. And let's get to it. What happens if a carpet is ruined in the cleaning process? So, that has never happened in the couple thousand rugs we've cleaned. And there's a reason for that. Every rug that comes into this building goes through a very thorough pre-inspection process. So during that part of that process is making sure that the rug can handle the washing method that we're using here. If not, we have about 3 or 4 other methods of rug cleaning we can use. Now, if your rug has urine, the only sufficient way to really remove the urine, we do guarantee 100% odor removal. We guarantee that because we wash rugs. If for any reason we are not able to wash a rug, we explain to our customer the different options they have. We could low moisture clean their rug. We do offer full dry cleaning services here. We can hand wash their rug and dry it differently. There's a lot of rugs we clean sometimes, and you'll see that on our channel, that we wash like this, but we cannot put them in the centrifuge. They can most rugs can handle the washing process. At the very least, most rugs can, any rug really, regardless of the condition, can handle being laid flat and being washed. The washing process, now we might have to use hand brushes, we might not be able to use the machines here, but there's a lot of different ways to skin a cat. And every rug can basically be fully submerged like this. Now, where we lose where it starts to change is now not every rug we clean can go in that centrifuge. So we have a couple of different ways we can dry rugs. Now, if a rug is very delicate, we might have to wash it flat on a tarp, and that allows us to, when the rug is wet, move the tarp around without moving the rug around. And we will use our truck-mounted vacuum to actually suck up all the water. We have a couple of different machines that we use for that. This machine here is one of them. This is an attachment. This is a water claw. See the holes there? This allows us to create a very tight vacuum in different spots on a rug. Now, will it get it as dry as quickly as the centrifuge? No. But it does allow for a very sufficient drying level. And then the rug can now be moved from the tarp. We keep it on the tarp. We can move it to the other side and get the rug dry. And then from there, we can clean the rug by hand a little bit more, do some spots, whatever we have to do. But we offer a ton of different ways. We will clean any type of rug. And to this day, we have not ruined a customer's rug yet. Jimmy, Suds, I wish we could. We actually get that question a lot. Now, you yourself, you probably could come here. But in general, it is a bit of an insurance liability for anybody else watching. Now, I know Jimmy Suds. We could give you a tour. Yoshi, you know what? At the end of today's live, I will do a full tour of our shop and tell you guys what we're trying to do here. Not 85 degrees Celsius, no. We keep it 85 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Not in the day, we don't keep it 90, 95 in the daytime. But usually around 80 degrees, 85 degrees Fahrenheit is sufficient with enough dehumidification. to get rugs dry very, very quickly. Patsy, thank you for watching. Sorry, guys, just catching up a little bit here. Went on a bit of a tangent there. Corey, do you have to report blood on rugs? That hasn't happened yet. Corey, so you're actually the second person to bring this up today. Now, I know you're joking, but for a fun fact, we do not do any crime scene cleaning. And the reason for that is not that we wouldn't clean it, we would, is that most insurance companies on these types of materials, on any kind of rug or furniture, stuff like that, they elect to replace the furniture or the rug or anything like that. Big Pasta, have we cleaned the Diddy carpet yet? I don't believe so.
All right. Senior's back. There he is. Our friend is back.
It is not a government job, Tim. And again, guys, we are coming at you live from New York. Now, today, you've got Anthony and Joe on the left, Jason there, myself behind the camera, answering any questions that you have. And there's Pat Sr., the man, the myth, the legend himself.
That's nice, Senior. Real nice.
Average cost is somewhere over price by the square foot, and that ranges between $2.50 to $5 per square foot. Now, occasionally, certain rugs may cost a little bit more, but for the most part, in general, like a really good average is like $3.50 per square foot. That's going to cover most rugs. Now, the rug we're cleaning right now is on the lower side. It's a synthetic rug with no pet urine. It's pretty much a straightforward clean for us. Something like this is more your $2.50 range. Basil, if they missed a spot, they will get it when we clean the front of the rug again. And Big Pasta, thank you guys very much. How many rugs do you do in a day? Typically, somewhere, depends on the size of the rug. Obviously, we can clean a lot more smaller rugs. If we have a lot of small rugs, we clean them at the same time, so that could skew the number a bit. But somewhere between like 35-ish, 30 to 45. Now, we can dry, though, probably closer to like 60, 70 rugs. That's why we need a bigger wash flow. Right now, we can't keep up with we can't wash them fast enough to fill the racks in one day. Philimosity, we wouldn't have anybody work here for free. But right now we're not hiring, but we're always open to anybody with some cleaning experience that can come in and definitely work for us. How far are we from ground zero? Like the towers? We're about, 30-something miles. Now, actually, the day that happened, I could actually see it from my high school window, all the way in the distance. And Yoshi, yes, I can. I will give you guys a tour on when we do the last rug for the live. I will. I'll give you guys a tour of the shop. Now, Gita, we want to keep this a non-political channel. This is just a relaxing, informative rug washing channel. How many liters of urine gets removed weekly? Quite a bit, Douglas. Quite a bit. Well, Tim, it's a space issue, not a personnel issue. So a lot of when they're standing around, what you don't realize, these cleaning solutions need to sit for a few minutes to work properly. So often, like even the regular cleaning shampoos we're using now, they need about 2-3 minutes dwell time. Every rug is always dirty.
These ones are a little, more than.
Donald, that's a good question. So we are a family business. We've been in business since 1978, but we only started cleaning rugs. We're actually an office cleaning company. And during COVID, we realized less and less people were going into their offices, so we better figure out a way to get into their houses. And for one reason or another, we got into rug cleaning. Now, these two snickering over here, they're making fun of me because I say the same thing over and over, but that's because a lot of new people watch every few minutes. Random and no, this is just a regular synthetic rug right now. And Basil, thank you very much.
Oh yeah, sure. Yep, yep. It's on, right, brother?
Now, today we're probably going. Okay, so that's a good question too. What does ATC stand for? So it stands for around the clock, because our other sister business is around the clock office cleaning and janitorial service company.
Nice.
But ATC rug washing looks a lot better on social media. It gets more to the point of the name of what we're doing. It was we realized it was going to be a little hard to advertise, especially like on Google and different platforms when we put around the clock rug washing. It takes up too much space, so we just made it ATC.
Yeah.
All that cash. That's what it should be. Actually, I should have named it around the clock urine. That's all we get here. Hello from Sweden, Daniel. Thank you very much for tuning in today. Brandon, how do we dry them? That's a good question. So the rugs go into our rug centrifuge there. Now you're going to see here, Anthony is going to use a squeegee. You're going to see some dirt still coming out. That's okay, because that machine does what Joe and Anthony are doing right now about 10, 15 times per minute. So it's a much more efficient method of rinsing out, number one, the dirt, or any urine if the rug had urine. This rug does not. Or, and also our soap that we may leave behind. It is. This is a synthetic copy pattern of a traditional Persian rug, yes.
This wife of yours, she's got the gig.
And Brandon, so that machine allows us to rinse the rug, and then once we're done rinsing the rug, this particular rug here, 3 minutes of that rug spinning in that machine, will get about 95% dry. Jeff, what is the hardest, most impossible stain to remove? That's a good question. So, hold on. Okay. So it really depends on the type of rug. On a synthetic rug, it's pretty easy to remove most stains. What you'll get more trouble with is the hardest thing on any rug right now, and I think this is a relatively new stain that most people are encountering, but slime. The slime that kids use as a toy. When they buy it when they make it at home, that's not easy to remove, but it's not the hardest to remove. But when they buy it like prepackaged, usually from China, that stuff dries very hard, and no chemistry can break it up. You have to actually almost like cut it off the rug. Another common household stain that's hard to remove. Paint in general is always hard to remove just because the way it dries on the rug. It doesn't really allow a lot of cleaners to penetrate. But in general, the hardest spill we usually get, the red dye in Gatorade is very difficult to remove. So a lot of artificial red, pretty easy to remove on a synthetic rug because we can do more. But the process to remove it uses a lot of high heat, and on like a viscose rug or a wool rug, it's very hard for us to. It's easy to get the stain out, but the color might come out with it, or we might ruin the rug. So that's we have to do a lot of that very, very small increments by hand. That one's a real tough one. Is there water going to that?
Should be. Yo, press it.
Press it.
Just press it.
There you go. Yep. There you go.
That doesn't be honest with, right?
No, you're good. Do we use environmentally friendly products? We try to the most we can. There are a couple little stains that come up on certain rugs that are just more challenging to remove, that we need to use some varying stuff. But our cleaning products are very neutral products in general. We do not use high pH chemistry. We don't really use any like strong acid. We don't use any bleach, anything like that. We use the most neutral products we can, and we comply with all the laws where we are of what we're supposed to do with it. We never put it into groundwater. Everything is all of our dirty water here is filtered for large particles, and then actually goes down to the sanitary sewer. BH, yeah, people pay good money to clean old and new rugs. Hello, Thailand. Hello. Let's go on. Let's grab the next rug for them. Put it on the cart. All right, so we're gonna clean after we finish up this one. We're gonna clean a wool rug next, and we'll see how much time we have. Maybe we'll clean one more after that, and then we probably will be back today on a non Q&A style, but we will be back on the live. Let's get that one first.
Ready to go.
Donald, we are located in New York. We're coming to you live from New York. We are on Long Island, and it is a beautiful sunny day in Farmingdale, New York. How lucrative is this business? It can be very lucrative at volume, or if you just do a couple of rugs a week. Like most businesses, if you get trapped into doing a medium amount of anything, that's kind of the death sentence for most businesses. And hello, everybody. Nice to see so many people are tuning in from all over the world. Thank you all very much for watching. Heartless Heathen. How many rugs a day to be profitable? That really depends on the size of your operation. So if you're just a regular carpet cleaner and you take a rug back to your shop, you're profitable with that one rug. Here in our facility, we have to clean quite a bit of volume because we have quite a bit of rent and a lot of employees and stuff like that. But it varies so much between rug to rug, pricing wise, because I saw somebody had asked before. So we do charge all of our prices by the square foot, but certain rugs cost more than others. And if there's things going on with those rugs, if there's urine and stuff like that, it does change the cost of the rug. So like we could have a rug like this size be one price, and then a rug half the size could be the same price. So buy rug is hard for me. So sometimes that's been kind of a little bit of a tricky part because we've only been doing this for about 3 years, and it makes it hard sometimes to figure out. Actually, we'd like to answer that question sometimes, but it's hard to answer it because we've looked at like how many customers to be profitable, how many rugs, and it varies because a customer could have one rug or 10 rugs. We have to look at it more month to month. Shotgun, what's the profit per month? At the moment, none, because we are actively expanding. So we've only been doing this for about 2.5, 3 years. We actually started this business during COVID because we are an office cleaning company. And we realized during COVID, less people were going into their offices. We better figure out a way to get into their house. So as we keep growing this business, and thank God it has been growing, we just keep reinvesting into the business. Anna, that is the goal. Now, sometimes on a rug like this in particular, we will struggle where we'll get a rug very clean, but then you'll see where they walked on. And that walked on, that traffic lane, that traffic pattern is permanent damage. So sometimes we can actually highlight that a little bit by cleaning it. But we do a pretty good job of when we pick up these rugs or a customer drops it off to us, that we explain the realistic expectations of every clean. What is the biggest rug we've ever washed? I think we've had a whole bunch of really big ones lately, but I think the biggest one is, I want to say it was 17-ish by like 28, 35, something like that. But lately, we've been getting a lot of rugs over 25 feet long and very wide. So that's been part of the reason why we want to get a bigger wash floor, because those rugs take us a long time. Because we have to like do half of the rug on the wash floor and move it. It's very heavy. It's very hard to do. It's actually on rugs that like do really extra large rugs. We really struggle to even we barely make any money on them because the wash floor is not big enough. So we're solving that problem, getting a new wash floor, and that's going to allow us to actually wash more smaller rugs at the same time. But lately, every week, we're getting multiple rugs, 18, 20, 25 feet long. Now, I have a prediction. We're getting that wash floor in November. I have a feeling we're not going to see a big rug for a couple of weeks or months after. And we've been laughing about that for a couple of weeks.
Looks like we're going to have to put some dog release in this.
I definitely would. I definitely would. All right, so we've got a wool rug here. Peace upon sound. That's a great question. So we've made a couple of mistakes because we didn't realize we would. We're lucky, thank God. We've been expanding rapidly, but when we started, we didn't realize how many customers we would get. But if we were going to start over, and I built out this facility from day one the way it's going to be in a couple of weeks, I would probably be somewhere in the ballpark of like 350 to 400,000.
W for wash.
Did you guys ever clean a homemade rug? I know tufting, we do. We clean a lot of tufted rugs, mostly machine made like from companies though. But we clean braided rugs, which a lot of people make at home. We clean hook knotted rugs that those are always usually made from somebody at home. And we clean, we don't get a ton of like homemade tufted rugs usually. We probably have gotten a couple, but we do clean a lot of homemade rugs, yeah. Who is repeating my heart pattern? Are they singing something, Mark? I don't even listen to them anymore. Todd, thank you. At the moment, this year we hired a couple of new guys. So at the moment, we're not, and our business is a little seasonal because in the winter in New York, a lot of people like to wait till the spring. So we're not going to make any more hires probably until the spring. Depending, and we also don't just wash rugs here. Now all of our advertising is for rug washing, but once we have a rug customer whose rug we've washed, we do offer a handful of in-home services as well. We clean couches, we clean wall-to-wall carpeting, we clean wood floors, tiling, grout, stuff like that. Actually, we also clean outdoor cushions, which I should be making some more videos on. I did a couple of live videos a couple of months ago about that, but we actually can get the green mold. We guarantee it off the cushions. 780 people. Why do they watch this? Because they just they're enjoying it. I hope. Let's see. Do you guys go and pick up rugs? Or do you have the customer bringing the rugs too? We both. We try to incentivize customers to bring them to us. It's a little bit easier for us. Where we are in, by the way, guys, that rug, look how much more we are getting out in the centrifuge.
I'm going to watch it for you. Go. I'm going to watch it.
We do pick up rugs anywhere on Long Island. Do a little bit of Queens every once in a while. Some Brooklyn. We're actually working on being able to pick up more rugs in the surrounding areas. But our next thing, which I think is going to be an easier thing overall, might be a little hard at the beginning. Anywhere in the U.S., you will be able to send your rug to us for cleaning, and we're hoping to. Technically, you could do that now, but we're going to make a whole bunch of videos, change our website, and really give you guys the information. If you live in the U.S., how you can send your rug to us, the proper way to wrap it, how to send it to us, and then we'll send it back to you. Now, we'll make your rug YouTube famous, and we'll either clean it on a live video like this, or we'll make you a short form video. And we'll give you a shout out. Shaquan Gardner, how did you get into knowing the types of rugs? That's a good question. Just by cleaning a lot of them. So we took some classes at some rug shops across the country. Now, we knew a lot about carpet cleaning from the office cleaning business. We did a lot of commercial carpet cleaning, sometimes some wall-to-wall carpet cleaning in a customer's home in that side of our business. So we're very familiar with the methods and stuff. But then we just really, from cleaning so many rugs, constantly learning and testing. Now, there are ways if somebody in our shop picks up a rug and they're not familiar with what the material is made of, there are ways to test. You can do a chemical test to see what the rug is made of, or you can, the most tried and true method is a burn test. So if you take a small piece of the rug, if you pull out like one tuft of the rug and you burn it, it will really tell you what it's made of. If it smells like paper, it's either a cotton or viscose rug. If it smells like burnt hair, it's a wool rug. If it burns very quickly and smells like plastic, it's a synthetic rug. And you can use that burning information to really figure out what a rug is. Now, after a while, the more and more you look at these rugs, and the more you start to see the same types of rugs, it kind of becomes second nature. But even then, every once in a while, you look at a rug and be like, I wonder what this is made of. And then you test. Dill Flacker, are we in New York? Yes. We are actually coming at you live, guys, from New York. We are on Long Island, and it is a beautiful, sunny day here in Farmingdale, New York. Cleaning outdoor cushions. Yeah, so cleaning outdoor cushions has become a very popular service for us. We kind of try, and it's been allowing us to fill up some of our slower, like the winter months, where we could take people's cushions in the winter and store them for them. And we're able to really clean them, and they're hard to replace on certain pieces of furniture. You can't find the size cushion that matches anymore. The history of this rug, nothing fancy, overly special with this particular one. It's just a regular machine-made wool rug. I don't think it's overly old. Now, that part is the longest, hardest part to learn. So my rug identification in terms of where a rug is from, how old it is, that takes years to learn. I'm still trying to learn that. So I'm getting better where I know where certain rugs, when I can look at a pattern, I know what part of the world it's from. I can get pretty close on a lot of rugs how old they are, but in general, that is the hardest part. It's actually a lot easier to learn how to clean the rugs than it is to figure out exactly where they were from. And some of the guys that we work for, we partner with a bunch of rug dealers, guys who buy and sell rugs. They buy a rug somewhere, they bring it to us to clean. We send them pictures of rugs sometimes, and they know immediately, but that's because they have 30 years of experience. Let's see. What are the most common rugs you come across material-wise? It's a pretty good mix of wool rugs and synthetic rugs. And we get a lot of viscose rugs as well. We get a lot of tufted rugs too, but it seems like this stuff, it happens in waves. So like we might have 2 weeks where all we get is tufted rugs with urine, or the next week we might get a lot of rugs, a lot of viscose rugs, something like that. But in general, every week we are cleaning some amount of synthetic rugs and some amount of wool rugs without fail. Trying to get some tips to make money. That's why I'm watching. Good stuff. What are you looking to know? Well, the steps we take, you can kind of see here. We're taking you through every process we're doing. So in general, now there are some exceptions to what I'm about to say. But yep, really nice.
You use that so much.
Anyway, so in general, the washing process is as follows. So we put the rug face up on the wash floor. We wet it out. We scrub it with no cleaning solution, and then we squeegee it. And that allows us to do a couple things. Number one, it lets us get any loose dirt that we can get out, so our cleaning solution doesn't have to fight through that loose dirt to get to the stubborn stuff. And then secondly, a lot of times we will come, we'll do that step, and we'll see a lot of soap on the rug. And that's because our customer has tried to clean the rug, or they've been spot cleaning it, they've been spraying stuff all over the rug, and we want to get that cleaning chemistry out of the rug before we add our own chemistry. We don't want our cleaning solution to have a negative interaction with their cleaning solution. From there, we clean the front of the rug. We leave that soap on it. We turn the rug over, and that allows the dirt from. And then we clean the back of the rug. Now, while we're cleaning the back of the rug, that dirt that's trapped in the middle of the rug is coming out to the front of the rug, and you'll see us take a lot of water under the rug, and that will flush out a lot of that dirt that is now fallen from the middle of the rug to the front of the rug. We rinse off the back. We turn the rug over, and then we rinse out the front. If we have to clean the front of the rug again, we will. And that's pretty much in a nutshell the basic cleaning process. Now, certain rugs, we can't do certain things in the back, or we can't do, different things. We can't, whatever. But in general, that's the fundamental of rug cleaning. What's the easiest to clean and what's the hardest? So, you can see how much dirt's kind of leaking out now? Now, again, this rug is upside down, and all that dirt that you're seeing now, it's not from the back of the rug. That's coming out from the front of the rug. So the easiest to clean in general, synthetic rugs tend to be the easiest to clean. They're actually, it's harder to get the urine out of synthetic rugs, out of the latex layer than wool rugs. But as far as general cleaning goes, regular synthetic rugs are pretty easy to clean, but handmade wool rugs are also very easy to clean. And actually, it's a lot easier to get the urine out of wool rugs, handmade wool rugs, than it is sometimes out of synthetic rugs. So instead of expanding, Yoshi, we decided it's going to be a lot easier to have people send their rugs to us for cleaning. The thought of expanding this business and the capital that would take and finding the correct personnel and training them, that's almost seems impossible. So, outside of franchising this business, which I don't think we would do anytime soon, the best solution is to have our customers in the U.S. just send their rug to us. We'll clean it. We'll send it back to you. Simon, there actually is. There's a pretty big market for rug cleaning because there's just a lot of customers in general. Now, where we live on Long Island, we have 8 million people on this tiny island. That definitely helps. So there's just a lot of houses, a lot of people living here. But there's a lot of this work that for restoration. There's a lot of unfortunate events that happen in people's homes where things need to be cleaned. So, and there's just not a lot of facilities doing it nationwide, really. So we were lucky enough. It just made sense when we got into this. Part of the reason we got into it is because nobody over here is really doing it. Newbie question here, quick question. Does this get cat urine smell out? We guarantee 100% odor removal from our washing process, yes. But cat urine in particular is much harder to remove than dog urine. And occasionally we have to wash the rugs twice. Now, we don't charge our customers more money if we have to wash a rug twice. It's low. No, take it. Unplug it. It's lower than the water. Yeah. Do you know how to use that properly? You guys just put a little in and shake it.
Oh my God.
Just don't worry.
Unbelievable.
How many rugs we clean a day? Somewhere around 40. Really depends on the size of the rug. That'll skew the number quite a bit. Yes, cats and dogs are both very good for business. They're job security for us. All right, wouldn't shipping be pretty costly? So it really depends on the type of rug you have. But in general, like the rug you're looking at here, most people would think to roll the rug. You can actually fold this rug and probably get it to a 1x2 size. So the hardest. We're gonna have to, when we do this and really set this up for our customers to make. We're gonna make a lot of videos showing you the proper way to actually fold these rugs for shipping. Now, it probably will be. Obviously, it's going to add cost to the cleaning, but but we're not gonna. It is what it is. But I do think a lot of people that, especially people that don't have this service near them, they really like their rug. Hopefully they send it to us. Now I know there's a couple of shops in the country that do this. There are a few shops who do have customers send them rugs from all over the country. It does work, but again, it really, as long as you package them correctly, you can save a lot on the shipping.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys are all, thank you all very much for asking questions today. It does make my life a lot easier during the Q&A. And thank you all very much for watching. Just trying to catch up to, trying to answer everybody's question. How does someone get started in this? We got started in it because we had another business that was serving other businesses. We're a commercial cleaning company, and we realized during COVID, less people were going into their offices, so we wanted to make sure we figured out a way to get into people's houses. But typically, most people get into this business because they start out as a wall-to-wall in-house carpet cleaner, and that would be the normal progression for most people. Darren, and you're in the Hamptons. There's actually, that's what you're going to find in general. You're going to find a lot of carpet cleaners in areas, but not a lot of people that have their rug washing facility, and that's kind of the niche we're trying to fill here. Especially, I'm hoping nationwide that there's just not. We'll be able to find enough customers that are looking to and willing to ship rugs to us, especially when the market is so much larger than where we are here. And here, where we are, we get a lot of rugs. So we know the service is something people are looking for. It's just a matter of finding people nationwide who want to send it to us. Now, we don't really need that many rugs either. If I doubled my volume here, I'd be absolutely ecstatic. How do we remove all the foam soap? We actually use some different defoamers to do that. But there is some filtration between what you're seeing in the trough and where it goes down to the sanitary sewer. Good question, family. Man, you're talking about tufted rugs. So we have to change we wash them. That's the long and short of it. On any tufted rugs, we wash them. We mitigate the delamination by starting on the back of the rug. We do not use any of our machines on the back of the rugs. I'm actually going to grab them the next rug. Let's grab that greenish one right there. That one we might have to diaper. The green in the middle. Yep. So on tufted rugs, we start on the back of them. We did one this morning that had urine on it, but it wasn't live. But we clean 1 million of them on our channel, so you can see the process. But we usually put down cleaning chemistry on the back. No soap. We just put down something that breaks up urine. We rub it by hand, and then we are able to. Then we turn the rug over, because the wetter they get, the less they are. The less structure they have, the harder they get to clean. And then we clean it. Then from the front of the rug, we clean tufted rugs pretty much like normal. They do go in our centrifuge. Now, if they did delaminate, we usually have a discussion about delamination with our customers in their tufted rugs. We actually can replace the backing on tufted rugs. So whenever we have one that looks like that might happen, we explain to our customer, this could happen. If you really want to save your rug, and it does happen, we are able to replace that backing completely with a much better latex product than is originally on the rug. We can give them a lot more life out of the rug. It is another incurred cost above the cleaning, So something that they have to agree to and want to do. But we actually put new backs on tufted rugs pretty often. And Darren, that's the other thing that I'm kind of banking on too. I'm kind of hoping just people really want to see their rug being clean. Rachel Florence from a Facebook question. Do you flow clean water through the centrifuge as well? Yes, it's actually a tremendous part of the cleaning process for us. So if we, that is how we guarantee we get the rugs actually clean. So everything we're doing here, you see us, you know, what Joe's doing right now, and then we squeegee and that dirt comes out. You're going to see sometimes we put it in the centrifuge with a little bit of soap still coming out and a little bit of dirt still coming out. That's by design. That centrifuge does a much more thorough job of rinsing than we could ever actually do on the wash floor. So we want to get the rug to a point where all the dirt is loose enough that we just let the machine do the work. And we rinse that rug, any rug we put in the centrifuge, until the water is clear. Now, it might look a little white sometimes because the machine can make it a little choppy. But once the water is clear, we stop running water through the rug, and then we actually dry the rug. And the rug that we just put in there now, that'll get about 95% dry in 3 minutes. But Darren, back to your point, yeah, I'm hoping that enough people also just want to see their rug get cleaned. And that might be incentive enough to send it to us as well. And again, we're going to have some fun with that too. So any rug that gets sent to us, from anywhere in the country, really, we're going to make, well, if you're a YouTube, we'll kind of figure out the platform, but we'll make your rug internet famous. So we will either make a short video or we'll do it on one of our lives and we'll give you a shout out.
A little bit.
And again, I do, Graham, I get it, and Maddie, I get it. But again, there's definitely some rug washers in California specifically. If you Google rug washing and you do a little research, you're definitely going to find some people who are doing a good job in California, 100%. That's because you guys are standing in the sublime there.
No, there's a pond over there.
Yeah, I know.
I cleaned it up.
It doesn't go away.
No, here we just.
No, I know, but it'll be there. What is that? Did you do fringes?
Yeah.
But there you go.
Oh,
But that stuff will be there for a while. It's not. It just lays there. Water doesn't take it off. Yeah. It's not water soluble.
Nice.
That's why it's slippery.
That's nice.
Yeah.
oh, we're slipping. Slipping inside.
All right, guys. So now we've got a. We have any dye release in this one?
Yep.
Perfect. So we have a fun little wool rug here.
My release is in.
Eamon, what is your question? How can I help you? Fun little wool rug here. And whose rug is this? What's the customer for this? I mean, we are fantastic. We're cleaning rugs all day. Daphne, okay. Mark, which machine? The scrubbing one or the one in the back?
Yeah.
Dixon, happy birthday, Dixon Mays. Happy birthday. Have a wonderful day. Yeah, you will, if you work at any rug shop, you will absolutely learn more than you thought was possible to know about rugs. There's actually a lot that goes into cleaning these rugs because there's so many different types of rugs and different stains and different spills and different stuff that can be going on with that rug. But anyway, how long does the blue machine take to dry the rug inside of it? So the rinsing process can take a little while. That can take between 5 to 7 minutes. But the drying process, it's a 3-minute dry cycle. And yeah, just 3 minutes. And most rugs get about 95% dry in 3 minutes. Certain types of rugs only get about 90% dry, and others can get up to 97% dry. The scrubbing machine we're using right now, this is just a regular 175 side-to-side floor machine. I think you might be called a buffing machine where you find it's just a regular 175. I think it's I want to say a 15-inch. It's not a trade secret, but basically we use any cleaning solution that we find that works really well for rugs. So there's a lot of, I can tell you the companies. So we use a lot of cleaning solutions from a company called ChemMax. We use a lot from a company called RCI. They're a brand new company, but we know the chemist there. Actually, I know the chemist at ChemMax as well. Talk to them pretty regularly. We also use some of the major commercial companies. So we use a lot of Bridgepoint Systems, ChemSpec, ChemMax. Basically, we're not tied to one brand. We will use any cleaning solution that is good. So we're constantly testing. So I have companies calling me some of the guys that we know, some of the companies calling me all the time, telling me we have a brand new cleaning solution. Would you like to try it? I say, absolutely. What am I supposed to use it on? Then I use it on that, and I use it on a whole bunch of other stuff, and I figure out what it's best for. And if it fits in our shop, even if I only use it once a year, we will keep it in the shop. Patty Wren. Now, rough cost to clean a rug this size. So all of our cleaning prices are by the square foot, and they range between $2.50 to $5 per square foot. Now, this particular rug here, I had to guess, is probably $3.50 a square foot. So this looks like maybe 5 by 8. So figure 40 square feet. About 120, 130 bucks, maybe 140 bucks, something like that. Do we do wall-to-wall carpet cleaning as well? Yes, we do. We don't really advertise in-house services. We only advertise rug cleaning. So, but for our rug cleaning customers, we will do a whole bunch of in-house services. So we clean wall-to-wall carpeting. We clean tile and grout. We clean any type of furniture, and we clean all the unique, weird type of furniture that people don't want, other carpet cleaners don't want to clean because we clean rugs. So we'll clean like taxidermies, we'll clean viscose couches, we'll clean leather, we'll clean any material. We also clean wood floors as well. Deep, you're very welcome. All right, guys. So we're gonna do this one quick. And we're just gonna do that little one, and that's the day. Yeah, you can. Yep.
Just shoot it, right?
Yep.
Just shoot it.
Old man runs a carpet cleaning business in the UK. Not sure we'll be able to charge that, but thanks for answering. So a lot of the reason we're able to charge what we charge, and I do think our nationwide, actually, our prices are in the middle of. There's some rug shops charging way more than we charge, but because the method we're cleaning with. So if a wall-to-wall carpet cleaner is not washing a rug, it's hard to charge more. When people see our videos, and all of our advertisements are via video, when they see how much work we're putting into their rugs and how thorough our process is, especially when we're just showing you guys the washing process, but before we wash every rug, it goes through a full dusting process. And then a secondary dusting process after we wash it, actually. When they see how much work that we put into their rugs, it is commensurate with the level of cost that we charge. Do we recycle water? So, because we're looking into a water recycling system, but this business for us is a very new business. We've only been doing this since like late 21. We really started taking this business serious last year. Like I would say 2023 is really our first year of business. So this being our second year, we're just trying to figure out, it's a little expensive to implement them, and our water bill here in New York is so low And we're trying to figure out a way to implement that in a way that actually cost-wise is affordable and makes sense. Sumaya, hello. Yeah, we actually did a 12 of them for a customer recently but on location in their house. On the walls though, we had to go up on ladders. Kind of a crazy house. We wanted to film some of that, but I don't think the customer was a big fan of that, so we shied away from that.
Even fridges look pretty good. They got better.
Shireen, so yes. So the ends of the fringes look yellow because they came to us browned out already. So during the cleaning, the washing process, we will not be able to get them to turn white. Now, once they dry, we will be able to bring them back to a matching to this side look. Probably a little bit whiter than this side now. But you can't. There's certain things we can't do on the wash floor. Certain stains do not come out from washing, and a lot of unique fringe things, especially like if a rug comes to us with color bleed and the colors in the fringe, it's very hard for us to remove that on the wash floor. So we do a lot of work with these rugs after the washing process as well. It's not like, you see us wash a rug, it takes about 10, 15 minutes. Don't kill yourself, Joe. It takes about 10, 15 minutes to wash a rug, but we put a lot more work into these rugs before washing and after washing. Yeah, I mean, we're trying. We want to do what makes the most sense for everything. All right, so we're gonna clean one little rug, and then we're gonna end the live stream. But while we're doing that, same thing with this one too. Yeah, just do this one by hand and just yeah. I'm gonna do it by hand. I don't know how long. It might be pretty long actually. Actually, it might be a little. Not too bad. I would just do this one by hand. Yeah. It's a little thin for the machine. It's more work than washing rugs. It can be. It could take us more work on the fringe work and other stuff than actually the washing process. I'm talking. All right, so I like to towards the end of our lives. I like to, for one rug, show you how the centrifuge works. So we are going to do that now. Uses water to clear the water. I don't exactly know what that means, but okay. So, all right, I'm going to show you guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this rug into the centrifuge. And in the background, they're going to clean the last rug we're cleaning for the live session here. So now the rug goes in the tube there, rolled up. Now, the outer tube you see outside, inside is a second tube, and that tube is completely perforated, which means it has a ton of holes in it. So what we want to do, we want that rug to now open up to the walls of the centrifuge, and the centrifugal force of the machine keeps the rug open. From there, we then push water through the rug, through those holes, and it goes out to the dirty water tube. And then once we've rinsed the rug, still not getting it. So maybe I wasn't watching what they were doing, but no worries. Okay, so now you can see how much more dirt and soap we're actually getting out of that rug. And the point of this machine is to really do all the work for us. And Shrina, we are showing you that right now. Now the holes in the pipe that's in there. What that we don't always use that pipe, but that pipe gives us a little bit of structure to the rug and allows the rug to open up a little bit easier in the centrifuge. And the reason there's holes in the white PVC pipe is we want water that goes into that pipe to actually come out and still go through the rug. So now, once we get that water to be clear, we will actually start to dry the rug. And we do that by just running the machine at a higher speed with no water running through it. And this machine here is completely adjustable. So we are able to change the direction, which we do not do when it's running. We're able to change the speed though, and through that changing of speed, we're able to put water at different points of a rug. Now this rug is pretty small, so most of the water is just going to go right there. But if you have a longer rug, it does help us. If we use less water, it's more concentrated in the front of the rug. And if we use more, it's to the back. We want to make sure we thoroughly rinse the entire rug. Do they go home when the cleaning is done, or are there other tasks to be done after? These two go home, but our regular full-time guys, there are some other things to do throughout the day. Now, like today, we are going to do a secondary washing process. Come in. And again, let's see how we're getting along with our rinsing process here. All right, so I'll let that go for a minute. Now, if you guys like, I'll give you a little tour of the shop here. What are the holes in the pipe when you're rolling them back up? So yeah, the holes that you're seeing in the pipe there, that's just to allow more water to flow through in the centrifuge. But we really use that pipe to help. This rug is so thin, and for lack of a better term, pretty floppy. It allows us to open up the rug a little bit better. And you can see that water is much clearer, no more yellow tinge to it. And you're going to see a little bit of white, and that's a little bit of that soap still evacuating out of the rug now. And also just a little bit of the water can get a little choppy from the speed. Now, in our shop, we'll come back to it. We'll take that rug out in a second. This is our dusting area. We got a full house here again now. So the machines I was talking about before, that is our rug tumbler. That is our rug badger. And we have a forced air system that we use sometimes on very delicate rugs to remove the dust. And the way that this machine works is rugs, it goes clockwise one direction, then counterclockwise for a minute, very slowly. The rugs kind of flop on each other, flop on itself. The dust comes out, big stuff falls in the bottom. And this giant HEPA vacuum here helps to remove all the small particles. And you can see how much dust we get out of the rugs with this machine. And then once the rugs come out of the centrifuge, they go to our drying side. Now this is a work in progress, but this side is completely, we're running dehumidifiers, we're running at a high temperature, and rugs are able to be dried on this side very quickly after the centrifuge. And again, we are just getting that rug a little bit drier. We'll take it out and we'll show you guys what it looks like. And we are going to go back for another live video, most likely today, in maybe another 2 hours or so. We'll showcase a couple more rugs. Okay, I'll see you Monday. Because we have way more rugs to clean today, but it's time for Joe and Anthony to go home. So while we're waiting for that to finish drying, today you've been watching Joe over here, Anthony. You've been seeing a little bit of Jason and Juan. Thank you, Darren. And let's see. Let's get this one. Let's see how dry we are. Again, we've been coming at you live from New York. We thank you very much for watching. We are on Long Island, and it is a beautiful sunny day here in Farmingdale, New York. William, hello. And even though we're washing again in between sessions, we do like to give a very thorough clean to the wash floor. All of our brushes on the machines you see here, small, just in time for us to be at the end of our live here. Now, this rug, you can see how it's opened up to the walls of the centrifuge. And now we're going to run the machine the opposite way, and that helps us to roll it back up. Yeah. Thank you, Juan. Perfect. All right. So now I'm seeing clearly where they walk more often. The fringes are a lot darker on this side than this side. Now, they are wet. They will lighten up when they dry. But once they are dry, we will work on getting some of that browning out. Now, every rug has a light side and a dark side. I think it goes that way. Yeah. So every rug has a light side and a dark side. And right now we're looking at the dark side. What we're doing is we are pushing the rug fibers back into the position that they belong in. So if we look at the dark side, just leave it alone. And we go now to the light side. The rug should, from this side, look much lighter and brighter. Now this is really a customer preference. And really, depending on the type of rug, it can go either way. Sometimes I like the darker side better. Sometimes I like the lighter side. And it looks like we are getting a delivery of a bunch of wet rugs from a restoration company. So I'm going to end today's live so I can facilitate that. We really appreciate everybody watching today. Thank you so much. Again, we are ATC Rug Washing, Specialty Cleaning Services, coming to you live from New York. We're on Long Island. It is a beautiful, sunny day in Farmingdale, New York. And we hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And we'll be back at it today, more than likely another hour, maybe 2 hours from now. We're going to do a whole bunch more rugs today. We probably have another 20 or so we got to clean today. So you all have a wonderful day. And if not, we'll catch you guys in the next one. And say goodbye, Ruggy.